Welcome to the GRG podcast, the place for all your gaming news, plus hot topics of the week. Also, remember to follow us on Twitter at KMega4.
Welcome to the GRG podcast. What's up, everybody? What's going on? The GRG podcast is live. Oh, there's one thing K-Mega forgot to do, and that is turn on his camera. You know what? Listen, everybody else can hide their face. K-Mega don't have to. K-Mega is not afraid to hide his face.
I don't know if your computer can handle it.
Yeah.
It's acting weird. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think your internet can
No, you're botting bad.
any of this right now.
Am I botting? Okay, I think it's good now. Am I botting bad again? Okay,
It isn't good, K-Mega. It's not good.
It's the opposite of good.
Is it bad? Oh, y'all just give me
Yeah, it's bad.
K-Mega, you need to redo your USB connections in the back of your computer because I can guarantee you probably have to. I had to do that with my capture card to get my capture cards to run properly and get certain ones in the right inputs. I mean, but I wouldn't say do it right now. But
I changed back. I'm talking now, so the fuck, hell with it. Hell with it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we got guests tonight. I know I'm not botting now. I know everything is good now.
No,
so
you're good now.
Yeah, I'm good now. I guess because I do have I need to take off about like 6 of these apps and then everything will work. So I'll be bringing my camera back. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the GRG podcast is back after a 2-week hiatus. I've enjoyed myself. I have spoiled my loins into my wife. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I've been hanging out with the homeboy. And hanging out with the homeboys, it was feeling really good. 50 years old. Yeah, I got homeboys that I've been knowing ever since junior high that I've grown up with, and they are 50. You know what I'm saying? So that's wild. That's wild. I'm not 50 yet, but damn, that's pretty wild. And I will get my cameras working. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to our guests, man. The first guest ever to GRG, man. I am so happy that this man could come along because at first I didn't think that it could happen and maybe we had to postpone and do it again. But hey, if you could, man, if you're in the chat, put your information in the chat. Link is in the description. Let's go ahead and do that, man. Hey, stick figure. What's happening? What's going on? Let people know about you, about your channel, what you're doing, the direction that you're going with everything. It is an honor to have you on the GRG for the very first time. Definitely hope this is not the last time, brother. But man, let everybody know about you, man.
Absolutely. I am I go by Sticks. My company is Sticks Figures Gaming. I'm actually a behavioral scientist, pro gamer, fashion designer, and a retired music producer. So right now,
did you say scientist
yeah,
twice?
so I've actually have a
Oh.
PhD in psychology with an emphasis in human behaviors and basically a behavioral scientist. Yeah. So
Wow.
that's the sub life from gaming.
Man.
But right now, believe it or not, after like 20 years in education, full-time gaming. So yeah, I do a lot of helping a lot of younger content creators get a little bit of the more Hollywood flair, not really flair, but understanding the Hollywood flair from the business side, like the things that people get. I saw a lot of young people get caught up on in the music industry. So I help a lot of young gamers not get caught up in that.
Nice. That is amazing.
Yeah, man.
Man, that is awesome, man. I'm even more of a fan of yours now, man. That is awesome. Cause I mean, I have done I was doing like for a side job, I was a para teacher for a lot of years.
Oh, nice.
And then also I was a bus driver. And so, you know what I'm saying, as being that was just something that I've always wanted to keep into because I wanted to be tied into the union. Out here in my state, like they don't like unions too much, but I like the union. But but they all thought that I was good with kids, and so they thought that they thought that I was good with kids with disabilities, and so they wanted me to be a para teacher. So I got my para teacher license as well. So but I mean, overall, I'm a over the road driver. I'm a CDL driver, but that's nuts. That is awesome, man. That is awesome. I'm always appreciative of people that are in the education system because I think that those people should get paid, should be honored more so than a lot of people that do, from music artists, sports figures, etc. Because teachers are the future of this country and of the world. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, that is, you know what I'm saying? So God bless to you and all the hard work that you've done and then trying to help out the youth out there, man. So no doubt. If you don't mind, if you would like to, if you're watching the chat, man, go ahead and put a link to your information out there. It would be greatly an honor to have that, man. So that is great.
Absolutely. I'm going to put it in there. I'm mobile right now, but as soon as I sit still, I'm going to get in my computer and put all my information out there. So if anybody wants to reach out, they definitely can.
Let's go. No doubt. And I got to ask you a question before when we get done with the introductions about your playthrough of Tekken, because I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty to know about that greatness, the mighty Tekken. All right, but then let's go moving on. Another person who's been here numerous times, but man, he's been on a hiatus. We don't know what this man has become. I don't know. This man was a PlayStation guy. He turned to a PC guy. Now he is, I don't know what he is. So we need to ask him. But we are always honored to have Callie Rex in the building, back on GRG. What's going on with you, Callie? I know that you know what I'm saying. Listen, I already checked. I checked all the files and made sure that we can have 12, 13-year-old preteens on the podcast because you're so young. But we can go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? We just can't promote alcohol. What's going on with you, Callie Rex?
Hey, I ain't no 13-year-old. I got the proof. I went to Vegas.
Yes, you did.
So at least you can say I'm over 21. But I've been doing
over 21. But yes, you are over 21, man. No doubt.
But I've been doing a lot of retro gaming, to be honest. I've been buying a lot of old PS3 games, and kind of want to get some PS2 games now, to be honest. But
yes, when you get to the PS1, that's the ultimate greatness. That's that PS1, PS2 was the peak of PlayStation's ultimate greatness. I know there'll be people that will dispute me on that, and that is absolutely fine.
You know what's kind of funny? I kind of don't think the PS1 is peak. I kind of think GameCube is peak.
Really?
Peak retro, yeah.
Really? PS1 had everything you wanted. To me, that's why PS1 is the ultimate GOAT console for me. Out of all consoles, As me even being a Xbox preferred gamer, PlayStation 1 had everything that I needed and wanted. So that I love the PlayStation 1. And then we move on down to the 360 and to the Dreamcast. But yeah, no, that is awesome. But anyway, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and put that link in the description if you wouldn't mind, and let people know more about you. And that's something I forgot to ask Stick Figure, but let me ask you this right now. What are you playing right now, other than, I know you said you're playing PlayStation 3 games, but what other games have you been playing in the meanwhile?
Well, the most recent game I just picked up for PS3, I actually just started playing, is Yakuza Dead Souls. So, and I'm actually having a lot of fun with that, surprisingly, because I heard that game is pretty mixed, but it is really fun.
Yes.
Other than that, I've been kind of tackling some of the backlog games that I have. I've been trying to get through a Plague Tale Requiem.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you've been trying to get through Requiem. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's been sitting in my backlog for a while now.
Okay, all right. People in the chat, please let me know. Am I still botting? If I am, then I know what the problem is and I will fix it. But
yes, you are still botting.
Okay, all right. I will fix that right now. All right, I got it. Okay. Shouldn't be botting now. I should be done with that. I'll go ahead and I'll fix some more stuff. But let's keep on going through the chat. Hey man, Viper, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, 2 weeks. Man, this man has been waiting and anticipating. What's going on, man? What games you been playing, and what you got going on, brother? What you been having? What you been doing? I know that you know you're a little dangerous. You say you in Chicago, but we don't know. We don't know. We have no idea. The last time that we saw you, you had a mask on. You was in a hospital. And you was dragging bodies. I don't know what was going on with you, but what's happening with you, man? What's happening with you?
Okay, so yes, I am in the Chicagoland area. I'm not going to give you the exact location.
Okay.
But I have not been playing any games because I've been busy doing double shifts constantly. Getting in at 7 o'clock in the morning, getting off at around 8:30 at night. Yeah. Constantly, and no days off really for the past 2 weeks. That's why the first week when I talked with you and you said that we were off, and I'm like, yes. So yeah, I'm kind of worn out right now. You could probably hear it in my voice, but yeah, I'm truly worn out. These bitch nurses here, I just can't deal with them. So one of them may end up in the cold storage downstairs. Anyway,
the morgue is open right now. That's what it. That's what's happening.
No.
Okay, Mega, yellow card.
It's soon to be a red card. That's what it's soon to be.
Anyway, so
yes.
Anyway, I'm ready to spit some venom when it comes to the ABK stuff, and also, about this new Spiderman PS5. I want to see what this big bitch looks like, and is it gonna sell?
Oh yeah, no, I think it's gonna sell. No, I do think it's gonna sell. So
even with the Slim coming out.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Don't nobody know about this Slim. When it comes to casuals, ain't nobody know.
Well, they haven't even announced it yet. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. And am I botting still,
then hurry up
or
with
am
these
I
damn
good?
intros so we can talk about it.
Well, okay, we're going to talk about it. God, dang. All right, well, go to you, sucker. Dark Optimus. This man right here, he is the most diabolical, but yet he is on his track. He's on track to sign his Xbox contract. You know what I'm saying? He is going. I say before the end of the year, it's about to happen. I think that because of Spider-Man being showed, he's about to feel himself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let that stand action happen and let it rotate. But other than that, I think he's ready. But how you doing, man? What you been playing? I mean, other than nothing over there. But what you playing?
That's a good one, K Mega. You guys have GamePass fodder over there on your end, so it's not very much that you guys got over there on the Xbox, but we try to let you guys live.
Okay.
Man, what's up, dude?
What's
I'm
up,
happy
brother?
to be here, dude, as always. And and Viper, is doing double time in the morgue over there, and it's right now I'm doing double time on my stuff, and it's been crazy because we're non-union, so everything, people are coming to us with the whole strike and everything to try to get jobs um to have some money in their pocket and stuff. So I've been busy trying to work things around to get people to have some money in their pockets. So it's been a busy week.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt at all. Okay, and then last but not least, man, let's go to Ham Solo. How you been, brother? You know what I'm saying? I know that
That's
you've been
next
on
week, Sir X Man. That's next week. You damn fool. You damn old timer.
Oh my goodness. Is Ham Solo trying to be messy right now? Is he really trying to be messy? Is he trying to bring something that ain't coming back? It ain't coming back. I'm just letting you know, brother. It ain't coming back.
Just saying.
It is not
I'm
coming
just
back.
saying.
I love NFL 2K, but from my understanding is that the contract between EA and 2K is about to be, they're about to add more, they're about to extend it. So
I'm just saying,
I don't know.
If Microsoft really wants to do some pushing around, y'all over here talking about Take-Two and Sega as if they just, items on the menu, then let's put back together the magic.
Okay, well, let's put it back. I mean, listen, 2K is bringing a football game, but it ain't going to be simulated. So I'm excited to play it.
You know why?
Yeah,
because the NFL. The NFL
right. Yeah. Like if people mad at EA, be mad at the NFL because the NFL was like, oh yeah, we'll sign that deal. We cool with it. Go ahead, and they can continue to pay that deal even after the players have said that they don't want to be they want competition throughout and have multiple football games. So. I mean,
absolutely, because they want money from multiple sources as well, too.
Well, that's right.
But over here, you can use it over there too.
It is
now,
what it is.
Now I'm getting money from multiple directions instead of just whatever I can get out of EA.
Right.
Now people are competing for my likeness. That's awesome.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, no. The NBL or whatever that
NIL.
NIL, man, it is a mess. It needs to be restructured, but whatever the case, that's another discussion. What have you been playing, Ham, other than that? And let us know about all that before we move
on. So mostly I just wanted to show off one of my favorite games. This doesn't even make sense what's going on the screen right now.
Yeah.
That's not my team. But anyways, K-Meg, we've been playing this for the last few nights. First of all, I'm gonna bring up
gameplay right now. This is our gameplay right now.
Okay, well then I'll go straight to that, I guess. Exoprimal is what I've been playing a ton of, and man, when me and K-Mega first hopped into Exoprimal early levels, man, it was hard times, bro.
Boy, fight for life.
We were doing pretty good too, but we'd even make the podium there at the end where it gives how good somebody's been of all the teams.
Yeah.
But our teams would still be getting wiped, man. But the more we kept playing, the more you can kind of passively level up your character, which is really interesting. The better it's been getting, and then as well, it's just so enjoyable playing with other people that everybody knows who they're gonna take. Oh, you're gonna go support, so you're the healer. You're gonna be the assault. So and I guess K Mega's gonna run with the mech or whatever it's called.
Tank. Yeah, the tank.
Yeah, the tanks. and it's just insane. And me and Stick Figure was talking about the balance of that game and just how amazing that is. Like for as many different modes, and like they kind of choose a mode for you, which is like I'm not gonna lie, the trying to like advertise these game modes doesn't really
It doesn't
make
work. Yeah,
sense.
it doesn't make sense.
Like it's hard from
you gotta play it.
It's hard for me to sell this game to somebody else and say, and then they're like, but I can only play this one game mode. Like my buddy Matt only played the game like twice, and he's like, I don't like that. I can't really pick the game mode. It's not, and it's just like it's kind of like it's a rhythm kind of thing where you're doing like this thing at the beginning. There's like these mini missions that add up to you getting an advantage on the second round, which your advantage can be totally skewed and thrown out the window when somebody orders in one of those what is it called?
Dominators, yeah.
The Dominator.
Yeah.
If the right person or wrong person uses that Dominator, that will change the landscape of like the entire game.
100%.
As long as you didn't just stand there and do nothing in the first run. Like, as long as you were trying to keep up, you'll have a chance in the second one, as long as that second team isn't just stacked. And some teams, I mean, in a way, it's like way more comfortable than Call of Duty. But sometimes when you get into that match with the other team that they are just on their job, it is just like, man, I can't sacrifice not having one one person is not in this party chat right now and is on my team, and it's ruining everything. It is ruining everything because this team on the other side is like perfect. And the only way that we're going to stay perfect is if the healer is doing what it's supposed to do, which is healing. Remember that what happened yesterday, K-Mega? We were right at the end, and our healer just decided to
the whole match.
Leroy Jenkins just run in there. And he had the worst fighting healer of them all.
And we lost at the last second.
He got demolished. And then we all got demolished because then they started alting. And it was just like, man, all we needed was like literally 5 seconds. And we would have won that match.
We would have won it.
But that's what I've been playing for the most part.
Yeah. We
here goes my intro again. But yeah, I've been playing
intro,
that in a little bit of Diablo.
Okay.
New season, but I'm not really. I just kind of want to go. It makes me want to go back to my other character. Like the season doesn't feel that impressive to me for me to just like fight on with it. But maybe we'll talk about that later. Let's get on with the show.
Okay. All right. Well, I do got to ask Stick Figure because I did not ask Stick Figure about what games he's been playing. So if you could let us know what you've been playing here lately, all that, please.
And not even to sound like a broken record, but he just did. That's exactly what I've been playing. So I've been playing Diablo 4. Well, with the addition of the Tekken 8 closed test. And then I'd say Street Fighter 6. There we go. But that's been more like Evo practice. But yeah, so Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, but heavy on the Diablo 4 and then Exo Primal.
Yeah, for me, I'm already level 19 on Diablo. I went crazy.
Your next character?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. I'm not playing no games in Diablo. Like, nobody can question me on my gaming on that game. Like, I'm all in, bro. But yeah, no, I'm a level 19 on Diablo. And I chose the Necromancer because my first main character, which is like level 80, is the Barbarian. He's my beast, right? But then I didn't know, my ignorance within the game, I picked a rogue and then I got her up to a level 56, 57. If I knew how the strategy was beforehand, I would have already probably been at least at like a 90, like 97, 98. I don't know if I would have been 100, probably would have been, but I'm just going to say I don't know. With my Barbarian, I just didn't know. So when you you got a level 80 Barbarian, level 56 Rogue. That's the kind of, so I was kind of like, okay, let me start playing with some other games. So then I've already had the PC version. I bought multiple versions of Gotham Knights. I capped about it. I talked about it. I know I'm one of those people. If I'm going to talk about a game, I'm going to support the game. So I bought it on Xbox and I've also bought it on PC. I was playing the PC version, loved it, almost got drawn in completely again. So you'll see some gameplay here later on of me playing Gotham Knights. Then was playing Exoprimal, something that was on my radar because I was playing the beta. And so I was like, okay, I really do like this game. And so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy the season pass, all of that. I'm all in on this. Now it almost happened. The one thing that set me off was the fact that Remnant 2 doesn't have crossplay right now. And I was going to go ahead and risk it all and buy it today. I was going to go ahead and buy it today, but it doesn't have it. And Ham Solo, right here, you said that you wanted to see our battle against the final boss in the game. Here it is. I got it right here. So if you want to check it out. So,
hey, Mega.
Yes,
you got
sir.
Member chats and super chats.
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and go through that, and then we're going to get busy. So enough of me rambling. Let's go ahead and get to it. Dragonheart Yobi, birthday boy week, man. Shout out to you. Hey, man, it felt so good to see the old PC put to work and you doing what you was doing with it. You know what I'm saying? When I seen it down at the bottom, I seen the lights on the side. I was like, oh, look at baby right there, but I was like, it's not mine, it's Yobi's. You know what I'm saying? Show enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy that you over here putting that work in. He says, K Mega, he said, I love you, brother. Peace, love, life, man. Peace, love, life. I hope you're having a great birthday weekend, brother. And then we got Sir X-Man in the chat. He says, I thought Dark was on vacation. He's a fraud. Dark said he's only going to be on here for so long. Dark is being quiet for a reason because he's about to get the hell out of here if we don't get to him. So he's going to be the first person I go to on our first topic. So do not worry about that. Dark said he's about to rest and relax. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kick his ass out.
And gonna be spending time on the beach, and you guys are gonna be
with who? With who? No, I mean, hold on, wait a minute. In September 1st. Or in the beginning of September, I'm going to be in Mexico. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to be on the beach as well. So, we back on break again.
Dark is going to be spending time with somebody by the name of Ramon.
Ooh, shit. Okay. All right. Ramon. All right. Ramon.
Okay. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah, that's right. Let that man do what he got to do. Draw T. You know what I'm saying? Draw TJ. He said, everyone, please hit that like button and catch the show on demand, guys. Have a nice night and keep up the amazing content. Thank you so much, brother. I do appreciate it. Draw T, man, you was a rock star.
I mean, since everybody was kind of included in that, in that super chat, shouldn't we all get some revenue from that? Shouldn't we all get some money, some dollars from that?
I mean, what okay, so how many people's on the show tonight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If everybody want that 85 cents a piece, let's go.
85 cents.
What y'all gonna get with that 85 cents that is on y'all.
Buy a lotto ticket.
Hey, I will send you that 85 cent, brother. I will send it to you.
85 cents can go a long way if you know how to work it, okay?
You goddamn right, because I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, you can eat some goddamn you can eat a sandwich. You can get a slice of bread, cheese, and a sandwich and make it through, bro. You know what I'm saying? When a brother has been broke,
some ramen noodles.
No, I ain't doing no ramen noodles. I ain't that damn broke. But you know what I'm saying? I've been broke. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put some cheese. I'm going to
What's wrong with ramen noodles?
I know, right? Like he's better than ramen noodles.
Yeah, I am. Listen,
This man.
Listen.
Hey, ramen noodles are pretty good.
I mean, I'm saying,
Ramen noodles got me through college, all right?
No, listen.
Yes, thank you.
Not to talk about my past or my situation in my life and my days, right? But I'm gonna just let y'all know this. I sit there and I learned something from a homeboy when I was in the county, right? When I was in county jail. Not saying that I'm a thug or anything like that. I just made a mistake. I was in the jail. There was this OG about to transfer over to Big Mac, right? And so the best thing I've ever eaten, one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life was hot Cheetos. What was that? Cheese Whiz and goddamn tortilla chip. I mean, a goddamn tortilla. That shit was hot.
There it is. There it is.
If you know anybody that knows, for the first thing, I didn't. When he offered it to me, I was scared because he was a big ass dude. Like he was from Blood Gang and all that shit. I was like, bro, I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing from you. He said, I don't even know. He said, bro, we ain't even like that in real life. I don't even want. I said, bro, I don't want nothing from you. I'm cool. I'll stay hungry. I said, I'll wait for this hominy when it comes in the morning. He said, nah. He said, bro, I got on everything. He threw up all his sets and all that shit, like whatever. But he said, he said, no, we good. And so I said, man, but I was hungry as hell. I said, man, I'm going to go ahead and risk it all. If I got to fight for my goddamn life, I'm going to do what I got to do. So anyway, long story short, hot Cheetos, Cheese Whiz, and some goddamn, he had a goddamn tortilla. That was everything. So you can talk about hot ramen if you want to. I don't want that. I want hot Cheeto. If I'm broke,
man.
So, Kate Mega, how many times did you drop the soap?
I had a feeling. Hell no, I ain't never dropped no soap. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I ain't trying to brag about being no goddamn criminal. I'm not. I'm just saying when I went in the county jail and I was in there for a little bit.
He was just saying like 1 hour.
Yeah.
There.
I'm not trying to. Can't make us say he's a thug. No, I just said.
No, I did not.
No, I did not. So stick figure.
I didn't know K Mega lived that thug life. I did not.
No, sir. No, right? Sir. I'm no tough guy. Listen, hey, stick figure already knows. You said he testified to the testimony, did he not?
Yep. As soon as I heard what you said, the ingredients, I was like, oh yeah, see.
Yep, he knows. Ain't nobody no motherfucking faking motherfucker around here, bro. I know. And you know what I'm saying? And when he first offered, I said, yo, no, I don't want nothing from you, but partner. I said, you got me bent. He said, nah, I don't even know where this aggression coming from. Because like I said, dude was huge. Like he was built. Like he was over there, like. Okay, so I'm not trying to. We need to get to the topics, but I will say this really quick. Dude was bench pressing on a regular the cot beds that you had in the county, right? Like, so those things weren't light. Like not the soft pads, but the cot, the whole plastic,
the actual
thing. And he's benching that all day, every day. Like I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like
you sound like you in love. What the hell?
No, I'm just saying. Like I'm over here.
Yeah, he's like he's mesmerized by this man being able to do that.
He
tried to come at me in a different way. Like I'm like, no. Yeah. So and then when he's offering you something like, nah, bro, I don't want nothing from you, partner. You got me fucked up. But anyway, whatever.
We should just make a county jail podcast.
No. We ain't gonna do that. I got plenty of homies that done it, but no. I ain't just saying. But from my experience, like I said, hot Cheetos, Cheese Whiz, and a tortilla is the best thing ever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all I needed was some hot sauce. That's all I needed. But anyway, let's get to it.
He knew what to provide.
What the hell is going on here anyway? Drawn T said, oh, he already said that. Okay, so let me go ahead. Let's get to it. Let's talk about, and see, that's why I'm on. Let's talk about Spider-Man and the trailer that came out yesterday. Your thoughts. Let's go straight to our guest, man. Hey, what is your thoughts about it, Stick Figure? How excited are you about this? This is kind of like a two-part question, but when you seen the trailer, I don't know how much you are a Spider-Man fan or not, but what was your initial thoughts after you seen the trailer? Are you all in on the custom blades or the PlayStation? Let us know what you thought about everything that you've seen.
See, I'm excited for it, but probably for like different or even lame reasons than others. Like I'm excited for it as a fan because the developer just, in my opinion, never misses with that franchise. You know what I mean? So it was just never in question for me. Like I know the game's going to be dope, and what I've been looking for and been happy about is seeing like the upgrades that they've made. Like, oh man, they've polished that. Even though it's the same there, they've polished this, they've done this, they've done that. Now on to the accessories. I always like that kind of stuff because on the behavioral science side of me, I like the excitement, and I know the type of feeling that those type of collectors and those people have when they get them, and I have that to some extent. You know what I mean? Like I do that when games come out I really, really, really like. Like I want the deluxe edition with all the statues and shit that come with it. You know what I mean? So please. Now I don't usually get super blown away for game trailers that aren't fighting games, but I'm excited for this one. Like I wasn't knocked on the floor. It looks like what it should be, what I expect the third year this generation first party game to look like. Like especially one of your big ass sequels. Like I expect it to be huge. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it looks good.
Okay, so you weren't overly impressed about what you seen. Like, so go ahead and explain that a little bit. Like, I mean, what was it about it that you thought that, like, it looks good, but it just didn't grab you like you thought it did? Like, explain that.
You know what's gonna sound weak and kind of lazy? I just think this generation, just from a console perspective, because I'm not heavy on PC just out of laziness and cheapness. But I think this console took such leaps already, gameplay wise and graphically. We came out of the gate hard to be super impressive, and I'm careful to say that because I don't want to offend. You know what I mean? And say, oh well, like I'm some bougie or it's got to live up to the standard. But no, but I have each generation. I think comes with that where we have a new level of what we're impressed by. Like right now. Just based on this is kind of lazy, but graphics, I'm so ready for that new Hellblade game because that shit just looks crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Spider-Man looks impressive. Like I love the graphical updates, but here's what I had a bigger response to. I had more of a oh shit response to the reveal of Miles Morales when PS5 came out because it was such a big jump from Spider-Man to what the new and what was moving forward for that franchise on the next generation, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. No, that's well said. All right, cool. I mean, you just said it right there. That is pretty awesome. And when I've seen other people on the internet say the same thing, and I don't think that is looked at as a negative thing. I just looked at it as a situation that's like, look, I mean, when you look at what the upgrade between Horizon Forbidden West, Horizon Dawn compared to Horizon Forbidden West, PlayStation so far has not delivered on that scale with every one of their sequels. And I think that's it. Like, I mean, listen, each studio knows how to work knows how to work the Decimus studio engine or whatever. I don't know if it's the same engine that they use right now, but it's no question that the studio that works on Horizon tapped into it and know how to do it thoroughly. And that's not trying to talk bad about the Spider-Man 2 game, because it looks absolutely fun. I mean, I posted it in there and said, look, it looks really fun. I can't wait to get a chance to play it. So I know I totally agree with you on that. So Callie Rex, your thoughts on this situation? What did you think about the Spider-Man 2 trailer and also the custom console itself? What did you think about both entities?
Well, to be honest, I don't really care too much for the console. I mean, the sides look cool, but I kind of love the controller. I dig the look.
I dig the controller. I really do dig the controller.
But I also love the trailer because we finally got to see how Venom looks like. He looks amazing, just in his full form and not just attached to Spider-Man. But also loving Miles' new cut too. He looks dope this time around. And just overall, I can just really see the improvements in the graphics this time. Or I think in the gameplay trailer that they showed last time, it was kind of, I don't know, something for me in that gameplay. It didn't look that impressive to me. But
really,
yeah,
wow, okay.
But I think this new trailer, I think it's a big step up, to be honest.
Okay. Oh, okay. You said the original trailer. Okay, I thought you were talking about this trailer.
Yeah, but yeah, overall, I'm hyped for this game, and I am gonna definitely buy that controller.
You know, the controller look dope. I really do, and the controller look dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's anything, okay, I said I was gonna let y'all cook. Let y'all cook. Dark. I'll get to my little part and I'll be quick about it because I want everybody to tap into everything tonight. So Dark, your thoughts about the trailer? I know that you're a big Spider-Man fan. I enjoy I enjoy Sony's Spider-Man. There's no question of it. I think that Miles Morales was better. But
absolutely. I feel the same way.
But I still enjoyed the PlayStation 4's Spider-Man. There's no question of it. Or just, the PC version of Spider-Man. Maybe buy it, double dip. So what is your thoughts about the trailer? Are you in the same wavelength as Stick and Callie? Is that the trailer just it did enough to get you excited, but it still just didn't grab you as just showing the actual power of the PlayStation 5? Or do you have a different type of feel about this?
Yeah, I feel like it looked good. It looked good. As you know, I don't get excited for games until they're in my hand and playing it. I really don't.
Right.
I'm not one of those to just get all giddy when I see a trailer. It looked good. I like the way that Miles looks. The only thing that kind of bothered me was that Harry kind of looks like too young. Like he looks younger than Peter, and he looks younger than Miles even at moments.
He does.
And I'm all like, is this gonna be a play into the game where it reverted his age back to whenever he went back when he was in the chamber, or what? I don't know. Did he not age while he was in that chamber, or what? It's going to be interesting to see what they do with that and where they go with that. But yeah, I think that the trailer looked really good. I mean, I've seen I looked at the game side by side with the PS4, the PS5, the PS4 version of Spider-Man, and then the PS5 version of Spider-Man, and then this Spider-Man. And graphically, it looks different. It definitely looks different. He looks it looks like they did justice to the facial look of Peter Parker and of Miles. They look a little bit better. Like I think even in Miles Morales, like the characters look better than Spider-Man 2018. But yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna buy this game day one. But to talk about the bundle, it just looks like black plates slapped with a sticker on it to me. Like, I don't.
You ain't feeling the bundle, huh?
I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not feeling that. I want more than that. You know,
Okay.
I want some 3D decal to it. You know,
Ooh.
like I want something that's popping out at me. You know, like I've seen some people who've done. You know, I mean, even what's his name, Pope. You know Pope.
Oh yeah.
Everybody
Oh
knows
yeah.
Pope.
Yeah. Yeah. Pope.
Mhm,
Yeah.
The
That's the
mhm.
Pope
brother,
art.
man. Yeah. He's a
You
good
know,
guy. Yeah. Great guy.
yeah, he did one that was absolutely awesome. He did one for Spider-Man, and I was just like, man, why didn't they just use that design? You know, I was thinking to myself, like, why didn't they just use that? Yeah, it was just they definitely like the controller looks exactly like the console. Like I think they should have done something with the controller to make it look cooler than that, but it, it is what it is. I mean, I get that it's the symbiote engulfing the console and engulfing the controller and stuff. I get all that, but for me personally, but I've also never been huge um on custom consoles, anyways.
Mhm.
You know,
Mm.
I've never been like, oh my gosh, I want to get that custom console because it looks cool or whatever. I've always liked my console to look just, you know, that simple black or white, whatever color they chose to come up with the console,
Mhm.
and then that's it. Um, because you know, I just you know, like I don't want to keep spending money on, you know, different looks to the console and stuff. I just want it to look a certain way, and then, you know, and then play the game. That's about it. But yeah, I think the game's gonna be good, man. I'm definitely buying it day one. I'm gonna be, you know, playing it, probably platinum that game as well, because I platinum the first one. I
Oh
platinum the
damn. Yeah.
first
You went all
one,
in. Yeah.
and then I'm
Oh,
probably
nice.
gonna. I didn't platinum Miles Morales, but I played Miles Morales so many times that I'm just like, it's because they make you do a bunch of dumb stuff in Miles Morales in order to get the platinum, and I'm just like, nah, I ain't doing I ain't doing that dumb stuff. Even though I love that game is probably the better one out of the two that have been come out, because I feel like that one has more emotion to it and more stakes are raised in that one. So it's going to be interesting to see how the stakes are raised in Spider-Man 2 with Craven and Venom, because Venom looks fantastic. I think Venom looks the best I've seen Venom in a while, since, you know, the comics. You know,
Mm-hmm.
in media, that's probably the best I've seen him look, in terms of video games and movies and stuff. Even in the Venom movie, I was kind of like,
Yeah.
didn't really care for the way he looked. Even though I like the way that Tom Hardy played that character. So it's going to be interesting to see what other characters are going to bring in, because it looks like that. It looks like there's one character that we only see a silhouette of them, and they're holding a sickle with chains on it. So I'm wondering if that's
Oh,
like
wow.
I'm wondering if that's Ghost Rider
Ghost
or
right. Yeah. So. Mhm.
somebody, you know, from somewhere. You know, I'm wondering if they're gonna bring in more characters like that. That'd be cool, man.
I think
To
that
bring
that's.
like a
I think that that might be a transfer over to Wolverine. I really
yeah,
do. I
yeah.
really do.
Mm.
I think so too. I think Spider-Man 2 is that transfer over to Wolverine, because you know
Mhm.
Wolverine has showed up so many times
Yeah, in Spider-Man's
that
universe.
in
Yeah.
Spider-Man's universe. So it's gonna be really cool to see what we get with this game, and I wouldn't doubt if he doesn't make it in the main game, like throughout the main game you don't see Wolverine. I wouldn't doubt at the end with the end credits, because each game has an end credit for some reason. I don't know why. I get it because it's Marvel, you know. I get it, but um if he'll probably be in the end credits if that comes to fruition. But there will probably also be um also like not cameo, but like little hints here and there. Like you'll see like little Easter eggs here and there, probably of Wolverine being part of that universe. So it's gonna be fun, man. And like Stick said, I mean, Insomniac don't miss. You know, they don't.
Yeah.
They hit it on all cylinders. They're probably one of my favorite publishers / developers of all time. I mean, they make some really great games, so I'm excited for it. But I'm definitely holding on to get it in my hands and play it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I mean, I feel the same way that you guys do. I do not have a PlayStation 5 for the mere reason because I said I was going to upgrade my PC. And so I feel that PlayStation should be putting their games on PC, but if they want to wait, that's fine. I'll wait.
Yeah,
Now,
you'll get that. You'll get that game probably within a year or two, somewhere around there.
I mean, I don't know. We'll be talking
Maybe 6
about
months.
we'll be talking about the rumors about their about the Slim and about the Pro here coming up here shortly. So, you know what I'm saying? They K-Mega might risk it all. You know what I'm saying? I've always owned a PlayStation. I might eventually get another PlayStation. I don't know yet, but we will get into talks about that. But let's keep it moving. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let my boy Viper go last on this, but I'm gonna go to Ham Solo. Ham Solo, what did you think about the trailer? Your thoughts about the bundle? All of that. What I mean is it or did it get you excited? I know that you got a PlayStation 5. I know that you were trying to sell it to me for $14.99. But you know what I'm saying? I told you no. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm not there yet, but you know what I'm saying? But what did you think about the trailer that you seen from Spiderman 2?
First of all, that was mad disrespectful. I'd never sell it.
You
and
had
take
it
that hard of an L.
You had it untook. You gave it the L yourself. You like, man, this thing is collecting dust. By the way, PlayStation 4.
That's not what I said.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm going to turn you on tonight. I will. I'm going to turn you on. But anyway, no, like I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, pause. But I'm just saying,
Okay, well, anyways,
God.
yeah, I mean, I had that PS5 and hook, and yes, I did have that on, I believe, the crossover.
Yes,
or
you
something
did.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was talking about my buddy that was playing it and how he only wanted to play third-party games when I offered a plethora of first-party, and he wanted to play in quality mode instead of performance mode, which was available at the time. So I thought that was interesting. But anyways, to actually get into it, what game were we talking or what? Yeah, we're talking about Spider-Man and
Spider-Man, a trailer, and everything that they showed, the bundle and all that.
See, the trailer to me was dope. I was like, yeah, that trailer looks good.
Yeah,
and that game looks good. Like I don't know what kind of 4090 these people are reaching for to expect this game to be and be open world and you do whatever you want to do. Like I get it. You want to see like a leap further than Miles Morales, but it's just like I feel like there is some, but I feel like the expectation of just like it going from like Miles Morales or better yet, like people are treating Miles Morales as if it's like Horizon Zero Dawn and in Spider-Man 2 needs to be Forbidden West, like it needs to be that big of a leap or something like that. It doesn't need to be that big of a leap. In my opinion, I think it looks great. The water texture looks better. The movement in the game looks better. It looks fun. Looks like a game that I can't wait to play.
Right.
So I'll leave that at that. I'm excited for it. Now on to the controller and the console. Not so much.
Ooh,
and
okay.
I mean, and I tell you, I mean, I already have a console, so that also kind of helps that decision because it's just like I'm not dying to get another PS5. I'm not. But it's like yo, if I want what you guys are buying, which is a PS5 with no white plates, you're getting Spider-Man plates. I can buy that, which to me kind of devalues that whole thing that they're doing, like special console to me. Like it's just like, well, if anybody can just get the side plates, well then why would I don't know, like to me, I'm just wondering, like, is there going to be a special cost to this console? Is it going to be like, because if it's like $50 more than the PS5 is, like, let's say it's like it's $550 somewhere, and then it's $600 now because this is a Spider-Man version and whatnot. Well, I think it'd almost be cheaper. I mean, unless Spider-Man comes with it, which I'd assume that it probably would. And then I'm wondering if they're going to tax it even more because of that. So now it's not 600, it's like 650 or something like that. I'm wondering how they're going to price this thing, because like I said, you could buy the side panels on their separate. So I'm wondering, would it almost be a better deal to buy the PS5 and have the normal plates and then buy the separate side plates? Or you know, do you see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
no,
you
have backups.
I see. You got backups, right.
Yeah.
So I'm really kind of wondering how that's all going. And then the art design on the side of it, it's very meh. And a lot of people only seen one side of it. That side that a lot of people have seen, it's just with the red and black. The opposite side of it is just black with a Spider-Man sign in the bottom center of it. So I think the design, I don't want to say it was like lazy exactly. I just don't really think
Maybe generic.
that. Well, I mean, generic, sure. But in my opinion, I think it's just the way the PS5 was made that style seems mid. Because I think if you slapped that style on a PS4, it would look phenomenal.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But seeing that you can bust down the plates off of it devalues the the specialness of it.
Yeah.
A bit. And then the monstrosity size of that thing. I mean, goodness gracious, those plates standing that thing up, it just looks like a billboard. It looks like a Spider-Man billboard in your bedroom or in your game room or wherever you like to play. So I mean, to me, it's just not. It's not attractive because of the style that the PS5 currently has. That's where I'm at with it. The controller, I think, I'd say it's pretty good considering what the God of War controller was.
Man, that's a really, really good point. Damn, that thing was sick.
Yeah.
Because that God of War controller was like, I want to put it the way the way I think Loke put it earlier. No. Cozy Beluga said this earlier. She is like, that God of War controller looks like I gave a 4-year-old stickers and said, make me a nice controller. And I was like, oh man. That's kind of a fact though, because that thing was just like
the Hogwarts controller though.
It looks
really
like somebody took like a like some Asus tough stickers and like colored them a different color and just threw a couple of stickers on the controller. I mean, and I'm gonna be honest, that 2K LeBron controller looks the same, bro. Like, what the hell is this? It looks like somebody took
I've seen that.
Some chalk and just decided writing King on the side and all these other random just thoughts. If you believe it, you can be it or something. I like I don't know. The controller itself looks like a chalkboard.
Okay. All right. After your disrespect, that's why I moved on to Viper. Because I think Viper is going to be out here. And listen, let me go ahead and say what Dragonheart Yobi said. He said Sony's custom game has never been on point. They have to get Pope Designs to do their customization seriously. No, well, listen, I don't agree with that fully. Because the Destiny all white was magnificent for PlayStation. Yeah. That was magnificent for PlayStation 4. But that was back in
the PS4.
Right. No. He's talking about the design. I guess he's talking about the design now. But, you know what I'm saying? And then you look at...
Spider-Man PS4 was nice, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, that console was probably their premium, most elite, best-looking console. Because I seen that in person at E3. And I'm like, I'm getting that. But it's sold out. And I was like, well, damn. But I you know what I'm saying? But I was like, yo, that's very impressive. Now, when you go and you look at what they did with Call of Duty, that was that was ugly. So
Call of Duty looked terrible.
Yeah, no, I won't go that far. So I mean, well, you're right. That it was ugly. But
I'd go that far.
No.
I would go that far in saying it is, to me, as underwhelming as the Call of Duty one, just because, I'm not going to say it's as I am, and you know why? Is just because of this thing I just got done talking about. Mm-hmm. You can take the plates off, and other people can just buy them. Like, it's just, to me, that
takes out the specialty,
makes it just not that special.
Yeah. Okay.
To me, like someone literally already has a PS5 and they've had it for now 2 years, and they're spending like $50 or something like that, and now they have a special edition PS5. Like, come on, like to me, the most valuable thing of that whole situation is the box.
Okay. Well, okay.
And the box says Spider-Man on it.
Yeah, no, I get that. But I got to disagree with Yobi on that one because I seen it in person. And it looked so good that I was trying to get it, but it was sold out. He said,
you're talking about the PS4 one?
Yeah. He said Sony's custom. Yeah, he said the red PlayStation Spider-Man edition was red with a huge ass spider logo on it. It was trash. No creativity.
I thought that's what made it look clean, to be honest.
Me too. I'm not going. Yo, I gotta disagree with you on that one. Brother, you my brother and all. You know what I'm saying? I love you to death. I cannot co-sign that one because when I looked at it, it looked dope. I wanted it. Now with this one, I see it as me that don't have a PlayStation 5 yet. I'm looking at this situation and I'm like, do I want the PlayStation 5 console for Spider-Man? Because I really do like Spider-Man. No, it doesn't. I want the controller so I can buy the controller so I can play games on PC with the PlayStation 5 controller. I can blow into it, but I'm not. Other than that, so
it's funny because they haven't used that feature since Astro Bot.
I know. You gotta throw. I gotta throw.
I know you gotta throw shade
into it.
But,
I gotta throw Xbox shade into it. But I'm just saying. Yeah,
okay. It's not fair, all right?
Fuck that. We really gonna get fair here in a little bit. But I gotta say this. Sir X-Man in the chat, and I gotta go to our main man because I was saving the best for last because I know my man is gonna put some logical thought into his Xbodium expertise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's gonna be very Xbodium.
Stop that. That man knows what he's talking about. Anyway, Sir X-Man in the chat, he says, greatest looking console ever, the Star Wars 360. That was a great looking console. There's no question about that.
Which one though? They had several.
The R2D2. He has to be talking about the R2D2.
It's the R2D2 C3PO.
Yeah, that was amazing. Now, listen, people in the chat, let me know what was your favorite console that you've ever seen all time because that is a great. Gears 4 was dope. The all red was just too red for me. I thought it was cool, but it was just too red for me. I was way too oversaturated red.
But that's the thing. They actually made it look like there was like scratches in it and stuff. That's why I liked it. No,
they did.
There was some detail to it.
I thought the Halo. I thought the Halo. The Halo one that dropped not too long ago. I thought that was on the Xbox One, I believe, was awesome.
Was it the Halo 5 Guardians one?
Yes,
the one that looked like Locke.
Yeah, well, yes, but I'm not trying to do that because
I'm just saying, he looked like Locke. So.
It looked like Locke, yeah.
See, on top of the fact the Forza Blue was really hot as well.
The Forza Blue was good, yeah.
That was great, but I don't know. People in the chat, please let us know what was your favorite console of all time that you've seen. Yeah.
Even though the PlayStation 5 hasn't had great looking, custom looking, special edition consoles, I don't even think the Xbox has had really good looking.
No, and that's where I'm trying to go to. But I want to hear what we got to hear what, because he's been waiting patiently. We got to hear what Viper got to say. So
I'm still at work. So
okay.
Keep talking.
No. Well, I want to hear what you thought about the PlayStation trailer because I know that you've seen it. What was your initial thoughts about that and the PlayStation 5 bundle that they introduced to the public? What was your thoughts?
Well, you know me. I don't give a fuck about Spiderman, and I don't give a fuck about the PS5 either. So, yeah, it was stupid.
My man, come on now. The trailer was not bad like that. The trailer was good.
Haters of the PS5.
Come on, did you not see anything in the trailer? I mean, it looked good. It looked fun. I was entertained by all of the trailer that they showed. You didn't see anything in that.
All right, listen. I thought Miles Morales looked like J.B. Smith.
Oh man, you stop it. You stop it, sir.
I mean, he ain't lying.
I know he ain't
lying.
Well,
he's not lying. They gave him
he's not.
They gave him the new black man haircut.
I know that's so crazy. Like every game is doing that now. Every game is doing it.
My gosh, they really did.
They did.
So I mean, the thing
gave him the wise young black man hairstyle, bro.
They gave him the Killmonger haircut.
Yeah, they gave him the Killmonger haircut. I
got him look like Michael B. Jordan.
I loved the natural. I love the natural. Like he's a nerd. Like he's a nerd. He's not going to be focusing on doing whatever. But you know what I'm saying? The natural was perfect for Miles. But they gave him the Killmonger dreads, and I am a little bit appalled about that. Like, come on now.
His hair looked better. His haircut looked better in
that fade was clean
in his own game.
It was
than the Spider-Man 2018 or even this new one. Like it was really good. I don't know why they changed it.
Well, we know why they changed it.
I prefer his new look, to be honest.
What'd you say, Callie? What'd you say?
I prefer his new look, to be honest.
Okay.
I thought his old look was kind of a bit too simple.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Interesting.
I get that. Okay.
So no. I gotta hit Callie over the head with this one. So why did you feel that
Why you gotta hit him?
No, because Callie is not black. Callie is.
What are we in the
cave? Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Callie is not black, but Callie is minority. Why did you feel that you accepted Miles Morales now than you did previous?
It comes down to how I felt about like the movie version, where I think the movie version had a little bit more style compared to the original Spider-Man PS4 version.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why I kind of like this new style, to be honest.
Okay. No. I'm not. I am not going to question you on that at all. No. I feel like pretty much the rest of the panel that looks at like, yeah, y'all just seen what was popular with the black hair and just kind of like went with it. But no. And see, and Cali's minority himself. He's Asian. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, I'm Mexican.
You're Mexican and Asian, or something like that, right? Like,
Man, he's Filipino.
The
Let's just say he's Filipino.
Oh, I just know he's young. But anyway, regardless of that,
that's all we know. We just know he's young.
We know he's young. I don't want to ask too many questions with a young cat. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the YouTube police to come after me. No, I'm just fucking with you, Callie. But no. Honestly, no. That's my thing. I don't have a problem with Miles Morales' look. I just felt more comfortable with him having a natural. If you can give him a fade, like give him a fade.
We're not hearing any of that. You're tripping so bad, dude. We can't even hear you.
I'm sorry. Give him.
Oh, there goes again.
Yep, there he goes again.
Sorry.
You need to turn up. You need to turn up the gate, bro.
All right. Okay. So back to you. Back to you, Viper. I'm sorry. I got too hyped.
Way too much. I wish I could hear that passion because it cracks me up. The mute. I feel like I'm losing out.
You are losing out. But that's okay.
Especially when I get under your skin and you start to get the yelling. And it just turns into white noise for the
great, isn't it?
panel.
Isn't it? It's great, isn't it? I've known K-Maker for like 6-7 years. It's great when you get under his skin. Oh man, he gets so mad.
I want to hear all that, but unfortunately,
thank you, Go XLR, for making me be patient and understanding that I need to be even killed. Thank you so much.
That mic is like, sir, you are in your 50s. Calm down.
Okay, so Viper, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. What was your thoughts about the trailer and all that?
So, I think we need to do is provide them with this bag right here. You know what this is?
Yes.
It's a biohazard body bag. That's what this is right here. So what we need to do is pack that big bitch up and pack Spiderman and Miles up into the body bag and throw them into the river. That's basically it. Wow. And thank you very much. Console passion has come back.
Listen,
very much.
Listen, you got too much chest hanging out to even be talking this way, all right? You got too much chest hanging out.
My man.
He has officially declared the morgue man. That's what
we gonna call him AKA hostile, because that man is gonna grab a stand and do damage. He's got too many utilities in his disposal. Okay, all right, let's move on, man.
I've got needles, I've got scalpels, I've got whatever you need, sir.
I don't need nothing. I just need you to be an Xbox only fan like me. So let's go.
Oh no.
Yeah, man, get these guys out of here.
Oh my God. Anyway, so now let's get to I know it's tragic. All right, let's move on. Okay, so let's talk about Xbox. Xbox Live is transferring Xbox Gold will be transferring Xbox Game Pass Core in September 1st. I'm going to go to Ham Solo on this one first, because I know that we was having a discussion earlier, and he was not a fan of this service. I don't know if he went back and he looked at the pricing to understand where they're at, or are you looking at this still as a dumbass decision from Microsoft on how they're trying to consolidate Xbox Live into Game Pass? What do you think, Ham?
Okay, so I'm looking at it a little differently, but not like completely out the woods. Like, So what I'm looking at differently is the core.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like the core is a better deal than what it was before.
Okay, because I know we went back and forth on that. And I was like, damn, you even got mad at me, called me out for saying I was over here soliciting for Xbox. I was like, God damn, like what? What did I do? Explain, please, brother.
All right. So the core, I was not aware at the time that you could still spend only $60 for the year.
Okay.
Okay, so that $60, I believe, right, for the year?
Yeah.
That with 25 games that possibly interchange, it's a pretty good deal. What I won't let go of, I don't care how long they've been doing it, and they just say, "Oh, it's just a name change." Yeah, like no. You don't have multiplayer in the next tier. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't care how long they've been doing it. I don't care if it's some people only like single player and some people like multiplayer, and the multiplayer can get it for $1 less with 25 games, and the single player can get over 100 games with no multiplayer. And to me, that just sounds weird because it's just like, so are you going to give me, are all 100 games that 100 or 100 plus or whatever games that you're going to give me not going to have a multiplayer setting on it? So we're talking about games right off the jumps, things that came out just recently in the Game Pass, like Exo Primal. You're going to tell me that game is going to is like hopefully what you're telling me is that game ain't even gonna come over there, because why tease me?
Right.
I can't play it if I have the 1099 service. So it better be a bunch of like Skyrims and Doom, but not the multiplayer version, and I just like, it just doesn't exactly make a whole lot of sense, and it makes it really convoluted for me as I go out to, people ask me, what do I prefer playing? I tell them Xbox. They ask me what I like about it. What do you mean that's not true? How's that not true?
You're a PlayStation guy.
Okay, you're capping. Anyways, so I thought they asked me what I prefer. I say, I say for me personally, Xbox. What do I like about it? I like that I can have Game Pass. How much is that? Is something like that? $16.99. Ooh, that's a little high. Do they have any other tiers? The only one that I'd feel like comfortable saying and having it make sense is the core one. The other one, the 1099 one, like, I feel like I'd have to do more explaining than I'd like to if I even mentioned it. So like so I'd be like, yo, there's core and then there's ultimate unless you got a PC. Like, that's pretty much what I'd tell them. I wouldn't even mention the second tier because it's just like, what am I going to advertise you to get something so we can't play together? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So I mean, that's my take on it, K-Mega. I see what you're saying about the core one and how that's technically a better deal, but I'll never, like, I've heard Rand talk about it. I've heard you talk about it. I've heard Jez say, "What's the big deal? It's only a name change." No matter what I've heard so far, it's not made me budge on like that option just not really needing to exist. Like, in my opinion, I would take that second tier out of there, make the 25 games maybe like 50, and then put it up to 10.99 or 12.99, and then make just the internet like $5. Just having the internet, $5 a month. or something like that. Just because obviously it's clear that they do not want you having internet free. It's clear as day that they don't want you to do that.
Well, no, that I will agree with you on that.
Well,
yeah. Go ahead, Viper. Viper. Well, no. Viper sound like he wants to counteract what you got to say, and y'all two can have that discussion. Go ahead, Viper. What was you going to say?
No, it's not even a counteraction. It's not even counteracting what he's saying. It's more likely, what they should have done was put internet on all of the tiers. That's what they should have done. And then what you have is the
kind of what I'm alluding
25
to.
games, 25 or 50 games inside the core, and those are all online games. No single player, non-multiplayer games. Make it all online games and make it worth the service.
Even that makes more sense to me.
Exactly. And then on the console version, you have the day and date, you have everything that you have now, but you just have online, and it'll be $10.99. So, I mean, I think what they should have done was, just modify it just a little bit the way that I say it. And that would have been the best option. You would have competed with Sony, and you would not have had all these people up in arms about, hey, Microsoft, you're fucking up again. You already had good shit going on, and now you're just, putting your foot in your mouth again. And it's frustrating. So, yeah, Microsoft kind of screwed the pooch on this one. And then also, where's the family plan?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, good point.
Ham Solo. Your rebuttal.
I mean, that wasn't a rebuttal. He was kind of agreeing what I was saying.
No, I'm just saying, but your counteraction to what he was saying. Like, I mean, you're both in agreement, but yeah.
Well, yeah. So as he was just getting done saying, I don't understand why you don't have multiplayer available in every single tier. Like it's just a little wild to me. I mean, you got to pay for internet to have Game Pass.
Yep.
Why would I not want the opportunity to play games? I can play these free games. I can play Rocket League. I can play Fortnite. I can play Halo, but don't turn on Battlefield.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't turn on Call of Duty.
True.
It's just, and you're paying more than the tier that has internet. And like, I get the sentiment, like maybe you don't want to pay for as many games, so you have this higher tier to be able to play more stuff and whatnot. But like I said, Exo Primal comes out, or better yet, you and your friend, like the new Borderlands comes out, and you're like, oh man, that's dope. It's not going to be in Game Pass, but I'm gonna buy it. Well, guess what? You gotta change your tier to be able to play with your buddy. Like it, yeah. I just don't like it. It makes it flimsy, but at the same time, I heard some people saying that will push people eventually to Ultimate, which if that's the plan, that's, I don't know, it's a little weird, but it's a little weird to me because it's only $1 different than the internet one. So that's all I gotta say about that. I don't really feel like talking about it anymore.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let me go to let me read a little bit of the I believe I got a super chat. I did from Sir X-Man. He said he looks like Will Smith's son Jaden. That's true. He's talking about what we was talking about Miles Morales. Disrespectful. The hair. It just kind of it just does show how far behind some of these developers are in the sense of how to present people of color, hair, skin, things like that. I'm saying even me when I was playing Diablo, and I made my necromancer. Like they did do a good job, but when I was looking at the hair options, I was like, okay, you got dreads, you got natural, you got bald head, you got this. But then if I wanted to go into being beyond Afrocentric, then there's much more options.
You know what he is missing?
What's that?
I think he is missing facial hair.
I gave him facial hair. I gave him facial.
No, I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah.
I'm talking about Miles. I think he's missing facial hair because you take off that mask and got that smooth chin, no sideburns, just that top,
right?
Looking like someone niece. You know what I mean? I'm just like, bro.
If you grow dreads,
speak on it.
You can grow some hair like that. Like, it's no different than me. Like, I can't grow no more hair on my head anymore. Like, it's done. It's done. But I still have my beard.
But
you know what I'm saying? So
do you know that you could?
I still have my beard.
Do you know that you could give him the right look because he is black and he is Puerto Rican?
Right.
You could give him the proper look of a black Puerto Rican.
Right. No, you can. And that is still missing within gaming. They will progress going forward. I'm not going to nitpick on that. They are trying. And to me, I'm all for that. Like, as long as they try, that's all you know what I'm saying? Because if you remember when we go back to looking at planning games beforehand, all we had was cornrows, bald head, and afro. You know what I mean? So, so you know what I'm saying? And then, like, if they wanted to go with a beard, it was beard, long beard, the lines. That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we need as gamers of color to be more patient going forward. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Ham, you made a really good point. I have to go to Callie, and then I'm going to go to Sticks on this one. But Callie, what's your initial thoughts about this situation that's going on with the Xbox new strategy going forward with Xbox Core or Xbox Game Pass Core that is going to be transitioning from Xbox Gold Live? Do you think that it's a good move? Do you agree with Ham? Where are you at on that? Because I don't know if you have been a stickler on trying to be a gold member when you have played on Xbox. Where are you at on this? Does it still confuse you, or are you a little bit like I see where they're going, or I'm just as confused as other players out there?
Well, I mean, I've never paid for gold because I didn't have an Xbox. I still don't. So I play all my Xbox games on PC.
Okay.
But I kind of think how that tier thing works is kind of stupid. How they don't offer you the online multiplayer with every tier, like how PlayStation does it. So it's kind of just pointless for the first or is it? I forget. Is it the second option or the first option that doesn't have?
It is the second. Hold on. Now you're gonna make me look. Let me put on my glasses.
It's the second option.
It's the second option. I'm an old man. I gotta put on
Core
glasses on here on this one.
Has the multiplayer. The console does not have multiplayer. PC does not have multiplayer because they're not going to charge PC people. And then Ultimate has multiplayer.
Right. Console is hundreds of games, high quality games on console. This is a 1099 version. I think this is the one where everybody has the that has an issue, has the issue with, and this is the one that says member deals and discounts. Hundreds of high quality games on console, games, new games on new games day one, but multiplayer is limited. So the $10.99 a month is the one that has got Ham and other people out there looking at this, and as you, Callie Rex, wait a minute. If I can get to $9.99, well, I can play everything online. That's cool, but why not the $10.99? So yeah, continue.
Yeah, well, I just kind of think it's stupid because it kind of just makes it like, well, what's the point of that? Like, why should I even get it?
PC gamers, PC only gamers, they get all 400 plus games that's on Game Pass, new games day one, members and deal discounts, EA Play membership. So
hold on, no, K-Mega, PC only gets PC games. They don't get the console games.
No, well, that's what that's what I thought I said. I'm sorry if I didn't.
No, you said they get the full 400, but PC doesn't have that many in terms of.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
On Game Pass.
You see, I had to pull out my old man glasses on that one because where I was reading it from. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead, continue.
And the thing is that PC and Ultimate has EA Play, but console and
Ubisoft as well.
No, Ubisoft is not part of Game Pass.
It is a part of, well, it's a part of Game Pass if you pay for it.
No. It's a separate thing. It's $18 a month for Ubisoft Plus.
I don't know. I signed up for Ubisoft.
That has nothing to do with.
I signed up for it just about like before we did GRG. I'm all in. I'm all into the services. I'm a scrub on that one. If y'all think that I'm a scrub, I'm all in.
So are we gonna call you Part 2?
I look at it as, well, this is another part of the discussion. Let everybody talk because I got to go to stick figure next. But Callie Rex, please, your thoughts.
Well, that's about it. All I have, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Okay. Stick figure. Your thoughts about this from what you've heard from everybody, even from me. Your thoughts about the Xbox Core. Do you think that it's too confusing for the consumers out there to kind of understand, to feel? I think that the way the Viper did it, it was much more understandable. Do Xbox need to change that? How do you feel about what you've seen so far from Xbox Core that's going to change over in September 1st?
Yeah, I feel the same as the rest of the room, but I have a little bit of a different perspective to provide on this because on that other side of I can't even really say the non-gamer life side because it plays into gaming, but I consult with the local governments, a couple of local governments like city and a couple officials in the state here in Arizona on the different psychological impact of businesses and now with some of the local schools, video games. So here's what I hypothesize is actually happening, and this may be like a takeaway for people who kind of notice this trend, especially with developers. When it doesn't make sense, like how we all agree here, it makes absolutely no sense to offer any tier without the multiplayer package, right? Without the internet, it's just stupid. But what usually happens in cases like this is, I guarantee you this has something to do with all of this hoopla that's been going on in the court system, right? Because what they do is they pay consultants like me jury duty wages to sit for hours or sometimes days, like on shifts, to go over paperwork to look at the social impact of what this business decision or acquisition or whatever it is for multiple companies. I've done it with gaming companies before. And the legal teams get together and go muck everything up, right? And say, well, we came back with a solution. And then they come up with this Bible and say, well, basically what we're going to do is split this and do this and do this and do this. And it's all kind of stupid equations that come back and say, well, if we just offer this, this makes everything balanced. And then everybody agrees and they move forward with it and just find ways to sell it to us. Now, I don't know that's what happened, but it's happened before. Especially we get memos about it with service providers all the time. You guys were talking about like streaming services. It happens all the time with them.
Wow. That breaks it down so well. That and
again, let me be clear. Let me be clear. I'm hypothesizing. Like, I don't have any insight. I did not in any official capacity or even loosely work anything that even touched close to this
No,
Microsoft
but
game.
I mean, the way
But
that you broke that down was just so well done. I gotta get Dark's expertise on it, but before I do that, everybody else on the panel that we talked to beforehand, do you have any counteraction to what he was just saying about what he just said? Okay, all right, Dark, your thoughts. Yeah, your thoughts about this situation. Like, I mean, I agree with most of everybody out here that has made the point about the tier system does seem a little bit more confusing. Like when they were bringing up about the Xbox One X and the Xbox One S and all that, I thought that was just one of those things with the media just being full of bullshit. But with this does seem a little bit over, you know, like, look, I just want to play my games how I want to play my games. This just doesn't seem as accurate as I would like it to be, or as thorough as I would like it to be. And then what you hear from Stick Figure right here from how he projected everything, like, which, I mean, goddamn, like, bro just articulated it to another level. What do you think about this whole situation?
I need to dust off my hooves here for a second.
Wow,
okay?
I know.
I need to, you know,
You
get
must
my.
too. I can't even.
get my-
I will let you do that. Can't let that pass. Let the hooves
Listen,
clap.
I'm gonna be galloping tonight. all right?
Okay. There you go.
Now, honestly, I think the whole, both on PlayStation and on Xbox, I think it's all trash. I think that
Really?
crap
Only
is
even on PlayStation? I think
trash, dude.
PlayStation is much. It's still more thorough.
It's
than how
thorough,
Xbox
but that's the thing.
presenting
I don't think we should be paying for online game play anyway.
It's
I
not
don't
going to
think we
stop.
should
That's
be.
not going to stop.
I know it's not going to stop. I know it's not
Console
gonna
gamers
stop.
has got to get on board with the PC gamers in order for that shit to stop. And you know, console gamers are not all
they're
in
not gonna
like PC gamers, so it's not going to stop. You know what I'm saying?
I know it's not going to stop. I know it's not going
Right.
to stop, but I still think it's bad business practices.
Mhm.
For the
So Dark,
companies
I want to
to-
tell you this: because you are the
Yes, man.
hardcore, you are not listened to.
Well,
The
I know.
fact that
I know that.
the fact that the
The majority of
casuals,
us not. Yeah.
the casuals are
Listen,
the ones that
I
they
already
listen
know
to.
these things. Okay, I know these things already. I know that, but this is my opinion on the whole thing, is that I think they're both trash. I think they're both ridiculously overpriced. I think they're ridiculously under um under reward type of things for the gamer, especially on the PlayStation side. I think the PlayStation side is definitely needs some work on rewarding their gamers for paying for online. Even though they do give out free games or whatever, that's fine and dandy, but um you know, I think they just you know, it's just the whole, when I saw the core thing, I was like, why even buy core? Why even buy core? Why even buy any of the tiers on the list unless you're on PC only? If you're on PC only, just buy the PC only stuff. Buy the PC only tier, right? If you're a console player, just get ultimate at that point. If you're already going to be paying $10, what's another $6 to get everything?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like
that's how I look at it.
it's like I get what they're trying to do. I understand what they're trying to do, and I get that I'm in the minority when it comes to you know, advocating for free, you know, multiplayer. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, I don't want any one of these tiers except for the only tier that actually makes sense is the ultimate tier. That's the only tier that makes sense.
Right.
The PC tier does make sense if you're only on PC.
Right.
If that's where you live and you die on PC, get the PC tier. You don't need to get ultimate, you know. But if you're a console gamer, there is no reason for you to have. There's no reason for you to have console. There's no reason for you to have PC. The only reason for you to have that Game Pass tier is Ultimate, and I know that's their goal. That's their goal. They want people paying for Ultimate, $16.99 a month for for however long. I just think that I know the pricing is going to continue to go up. It's not like it's going to stay at $16.99 forever. That's not going to happen. And it's the same thing with the PlayStation side. PlayStation gamers think that they're only going to be paying $60 every month or $60 a year for eternity. Get that out of your head right now.
I think PlayStation raises PlayStation Plus every year.
They do, yeah, and guaranteed that they will raise it. They will raise it this year eventually, and once they start seeing Xbox getting more, more money out of their gamers and stuff, they're going to be raising those prices, almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
So, we are just getting lucky because we live in the United States. I don't know about everybody on the panel. I think everybody on the panel lives here in the United States. So yes, we do get lucky with pricing here for some reason. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to try some backwater bullshit to get your money, and I think what Microsoft is doing right now is just backwater bullshit. That's what it is. It's just they're just trying to they know that they're going to win this ABK deal.
Mm-hmm.
They know that they're going to be, sitting pretty for a while, so they can raise the prices of their stuff. They can change how they structure their Game Pass and everything. They know that they can do that because they know that the gamers that play on console aren't going to go anywhere unless something drastic happens where
right.
they would, let's just say hypothetically, the pricing of Game Pass goes up to like $30. No one's gonna leave that service. No one. If you see the value in it, you're gonna stick with that $16.99 a month. I mean, I'm sure most of you guys already have. I mean, I know Viper has, and I know UK Mega have, and I think Cam also has Game Pass Ultimate. So
yeah, I got Ultimate.
I'm sure you guys are going to stick with Ultimate once this whole thing goes through, right? I mean,
indeed, yeah.
It only makes sense for you, right?
Yeah, this will be
like,
my
why
first...
would you do it? Why would you do either? Why would you go to a lesser tier?
But this is the reality for me. In September, this will be the first time that I will pay for a full year of Game Pass. Xbox has provided for me since Game Pass first came out. Now, not talking about Xbox Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? But
you got paid. Jesus, Phil. Look at this page.
Xbox Illuminati. Thank you, Phil. That's why I'm going to Mexico in September.
Wow. So wait. What you're telling me is that the rumors were true that you actually get paid by Xbox.
Phil Spencer did not sign no check. Aaron Greenberg, Sarah Bond.
It doesn't say. On your check every month. No. It doesn't say Microsoft.
It says YouTube. Every time that I see a check from YouTube. And then when anything that I get back from anything that's positive from Xbox, it doesn't say anything from them. So it's you know what I'm saying, it's for me, my hard work, my hard labor. So the thing of it is that, listen, this is just the reality. This will be out of since the day one of Xbox Game Pass that first came out. From 2016 on down, 2016, 2017 to now, K Mega has not paid for Game Pass until September 1st. And
look at that. But that's the thing. You're not gonna get rid of it. It's only $16.99 a month. You get. Yeah, why would you? Because you're actually utilizing it.
Yeah, I'm utilizing it. Yeah, so again,
but I can see for new people coming into the ecosystem being like,
But why would you? Why would you? If you see something like Starfield, or if you see something that is being, and let's not even talk about Starfield. Let's scratch out Starfield. Let's talk about Liza P. Let's talk about the game from Capcom. Let's talk about Hellblade. Let's talk about if there's something that you like from id Games. Let's say Indiana Jones. Let's say for anything else that comes from Xbox going forward that you see, and on top of the fact of ABK and all of these other Xbox game, I mean, you know what I'm saying, or Call of Duty games that comes out if you are a Call of Duty game. Why would you not? Like, I've sit there and I've had this conversation with him and everything.
If you own an Xbox, why wouldn't you have Game Pass?
Well, no, that's the facts. But I'm about to transfer it to our last topic because you know what I'm saying. I know that we're late and I know that you got to get ready to get out of here. So if you can give me 30 more minutes of Dart, 30 more minutes.
Do you want me to give you 30 more minutes?
30 more minutes. 30 more minutes. 30 more minutes. I know that I had 6 topics, but I'm only going to answer for 3 tonight. 30 more minutes. Or, you know what I'm saying, until everybody says what they have to say, and then that's it. But this is the last topic.
Oh, wow. Okay. So more than 34 minutes. 30 minutes.
Listen, I'm not gonna jump in.
2 more hours later.
No,
right, yeah.
Hey, if you open your PlayStation ass mouth constantly, then that's got nothing to do with me. I said, I'm letting y'all have the show tonight. Okay, so, all right.
Dang. My PlayStation ass mouth. Okay.
Yeah, you stand. Anyway, no, I'm just playing with you. Honestly, though, I am all in on subscriptions. My only point that I will say on this is that why I'm so in on subscriptions is because of this reason. Okay, so Ubisoft, I've had this conversation with Ham Solo and Matt and others, right? Like about why I feel that, like, I think I'm all in now. You know what I'm saying? I just bought TriPass. I think that's TriPass, whatever that's on PC 2. I'm all like, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm finna go, and then next week I'm going to get the
You mean Trepang too?
Trepangs. Thank you for correcting me. Trepang. I'm forgetting Trepang 2. I just bought Trepang 2 before we start the podcast. Next week I'm going to go ahead and buy the $80 version of Ant Stream, which has over 1,400 games of old school content. I'm going all in on that. I'm getting that. And I'm finna go ahead and I'm going to get, even though PlayStation lied to everybody, I'm finna go ahead and get Ratchet and Clank on PC. Those games I'm finna get, right?
Are you going to use it on a hard drive or an SSD?
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna show both versions. I'm gonna be messy because that's just what I do. I'm K Mega. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to show it on a SSD, and then I'm going to show it on M.2 just to see, just like I did.
No, not just an SSD. I'm talking about a hard drive.
Oh yeah, no, I'll put it. I got an old hard drive. I will put it on the old hard drive
that's
first.
Going to be interesting to see.
And then I'm gonna, because I did the same thing with Forspoken. I downloaded Forspoken on a regular hard drive, and then I put it on the M.2. And nobody noticed the difference of load times or anything, even though there was. But when the gameplay was in motion, nobody said, "Oh my God, this looks or this plays," or however. Yeah,
it's not stuttering when you're.
Yeah, no,
that's going to be interesting for Ratchet and Clank because
I can't wait to see it.
Because only for the simple fact that it's a little bit more of a graphic heavier type of game than Forspoken is. So
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but before I get to the last topic, I just wanted to make that point, and I just wanted to say, like, look, overall, listen. Gaming is gaming. I'm excited for Spider-Man. I wish that Sony would get the hands off their ass and just put the game on PC. I'm willing to pay this. If you wanted to make it $70, I'll pay the $70. But I'm not paying $70 when I paid $4,300+ for my PC to upgrade to a 40 series card to go ahead and to play on a PlayStation 5 I'm just not doing it. It's just not happening. So regardless, if you want to make me wait, I'll wait. I'm not worried about it. Remnant 2, I was getting kind of excited about it, but then when I found out that there was no crossplay, I'm like, shucks. So anyway, last topic.
He doesn't play console games anymore.
I do. What are you talking about? I don't play console games no more. What are you talking? I've been playing Diablo. You see my hours in Diablo 2. Diablo 4.
Diablo
it's ridiculous.
Might be the last game he buys for his console.
It might. Thanks to Play Anywhere.
So passionate. It's great. I love it.
Thanks to Play Anywhere. Thank you, Xbox. Anyway, but okay. So let's get to this. Stop that.
PC elitist.
No, I paid the money for it, so let's go. Oh my goodness! Now you made me lose.
I didn't make you do anything.
You did. Let me go ahead and find what I was going to talk about. Okay, let's talk about what Xbox future, right? The Activision deal looks like it's going to go through, regardless, right? The CMA, I do not like how the lead of the CMA is actually trying to be so like, oh well, Xbox got to come to us, blah 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 blah. They really don't. Technically, the rest of the world has made the decision for you. The FTC that was on your side, Canada and New Zealand, they all bowed down. FTC, they lost in court. Canada, they were like, well, we'll be whoever is winning. And then we're like, well, no, we're not going to do anything. So just go ahead and do it. And New Zealand was just waiting to see how the FTC courts was going to decide on everything. CMA is trying to flex like as though they have all of that clout and they're going to make Microsoft bend the knee to any and everything that they say over the whole entire world. It is, you know what I'm saying? Normally I kind of look like, well, it's posturing. It is posturing, but it is very fucking annoying because the way that she kind of read back and act like she's doing this. But I also understand this. And I think the stick figure, I'm going to go to you this one first, is you're an analyst of people's motions and things like that, of people's personalities and things like that. Microsoft is playing on a different tier. They're playing on a different level. They don't want to embarrass you because you've already embarrassed yourself, right? The public is most likely looking at you as fools. And they're also looking at you as like you're wasting taxpayers' dollars when the rest of the world is over here already sided with Microsoft and Activision. Why are you still trying to play like you are ahead of anything? It seems like these people don't comprehend what's going on in the face of the world because what's going on in their little echo chamber. Overall, after this deal gets done, how bright is the future for Xbox going forward? Like, I mean, if you look at this now, Xbox was in 72nd on Amazon for the Xbox Series X. It dropped down into the top 10 with selling older COD content going forward. How will this motivate not only the Xbox console market, but just Xbox as a whole of finally being a competitive entity within Nintendo and PlayStation going forward? What's your thoughts, Stick Figure?
And this could just be the old man in me, but I'm going to try to mix a little bit of both of that and being a little bit scientific at the same time.
Yes, sir.
But I really think they're in a good place, and I don't want to make it, I don't want to make it too vanilla or too gray for context, but I just don't see any of these big three. And when I say big three, I'm not including PC. They're their own beast. Yeah, but right. Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation, I think they're going to continue to be their own thing. And I think Xbox is just going to continue to be in a good position, nestled right where it is, just kind of doing what companies do, just kind of ignoring the noise, which isn't always a good thing as far as how they look popularity wise, but they're kind of just sticking to what they do. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there are some people that look at it as a bad thing that there hasn't been any huge jumps as far as like innovation and them doing crazy, shit and being the first to come out with this new tech or things like that. But I just think they've just been who they are. And I think they're going to continue to be. And I think what we're going to see, kind of like what, in my opinion, what Microsoft has done in the past, when they do innovate, it's going to be fucking big. You know what I'm saying? Like when they do take that step and like, all right, well, we're going to do this, then I think it's going to be huge. You know what I'm saying? But I also think that Microsoft is in a unique position of where they don't have to go too crazy with innovation because, and there are a lot of people that don't agree with me, I think they leave that up to kind of PC a little bit.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's why you don't see Microsoft jumping over VR. They're like, well, I think in the back room, they're like, just go get a fucking Oculus. Honestly.
I got 100% of that. Okay, so in the console space, I 100% agree with you. But in the console space, let's single it there, because we need to hear more from you. Like, you've been so articulate and so thorough about you know what I'm saying, about what you've been saying tonight. But in the console space, where do you think Xbox will Xbox ever get to that point to where they challenge PlayStation or Nintendo? Because Nintendo is right now the market leader in console sales. PlayStation is definitely dominated thoroughly for 20 years against the Xbox overall, even though the 360 was the darling of that generation. But the Xbox One, they got dog walked. The entry level of Xbox of the Xbox OG, it got dog walked, but that was to be expected because they were just getting into the space. Now the Series X, they've had their moments to shine. Could they ever break that mold and have PlayStation or Nintendo gamers actually look at the Xbox as something that's viable in the console market alone after the ABK deal?
Wrong, but I don't think so. And it goes back to just what I was just saying. I think some of the other home consoles dare to innovate a little more. And I think consumers kind of like that. They dig it. I know I do as a consumer. Like one of the reasons most of the single player games I get that are not on Game Pass, that have a DualSense feature on PlayStation 5, I get it for PlayStation 5 because I like that little shit like that, like the DualSense responses on games like Deathloop, Hitman, you know what I'm saying? Or even like the Ratchet and Clank games or their first party game. I like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think if Microsoft continues to not need, I don't want to say not care, but feel as if they maybe don't need to take any daring leaps. Like, oh, we're going to come out with some crazy new gadget or some crazy new widget. You know what I mean? If they just stay nestled in what a lot of people think is like their kind of comfortable little cove of just catering to the people that just continue to patronize them, I think they'll just continue to be where they are, but I don't think they'll ever like jump out the window. Like if they keep doing what they're doing, I don't think they're going to jump out the window like PlayStation and like Nintendo does.
Okay, no, that's definitely fair enough. And other Zink, you said what was the point that you just said? You said came on them. He said COD, Snob, GTA 5 down from the top 10 to the top 30s. Listen, COD is COD is the peanut butter and jelly of gaming. There is no question. Now, GTA 5 is as well, but COD is just something different. I've written off COD multiple times. If anybody that listens to me, I'm a Battlefield gamer. I'm a Battlefield Halo first over COD any day of the week, even though I put my time into in not every COD, but certain CODs. But I know the worth of COD. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just, to me, it's just like, listen, but I seen other Zink say something that made me just want to just ask this question and then go to Cali Rex on this one, and then I'll go to Viper. Where is he at? What did other Zink say? What did you say? Because you said multiple things, other Zinc. Shit. Hold on. Let me read the super chat anyway from Andre Morgan. He said Enterprise is one of the many subsidiaries in the PC market. Consoles doesn't have any of those. Only PlayStation 4. I had the subscription to play Destiny multiplayer also. You're absolutely right. Like, that's one thing. But see, going back to that, I will say this. Until the console market actually, and that goes to the casual market, not us, the hardcore. Until the casual market makes that stance of saying, look, the PC market don't pay anything. Why do we? Consoles is not going to listen to us because the casual market is what is king on consoles. So that's the point. But others he says console sales mean nothing. No, you're right. In the scheme of things, no, hold on. I think this is the one right where we said. He says since Sony has been dormant for 20 years, why didn't Sony buy Activision? That was the point right there that he said. Well, we know Sony doesn't have the capital to buy Activision. So Activision just didn't say, well, we want to be bought, and then went straight to Microsoft. They offered themselves, and there was only a few that had the capital to do it. And then when they realized where they wanted to go to, just like ZeniMax, they decided that Microsoft was the best bet for them. Sony doesn't have that money like that. That's why you had so many people come out and say that they wanted Microsoft to be the behemoth that they were. And now that they're doing it, it's pretty fucking funny that to see people say, well, Microsoft is being a monopoly. No, Microsoft is doing what they need to do in order for them to compete in the console market and elsewhere. So, Callie, going off of what Stick Figure said and going off of what the question that I was asking, and I'm pretty sure you forgot, I'm sorry. But with Microsoft's future seeming bright, in other areas beyond the console market, do you see Xbox tapping into that console market to really flex on PlayStation and Nintendo as dominant as they've been for the last 20 years?
I mean, they don't really just care about the console market anymore. They're far beyond that. They're trying to reach everybody.
Right.
So, they even said it like when they were in court, like this move isn't just for the consoles. This is try to reach like cloud, try to reach mobile, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So in that aspect, I think Xbox as a brand is going to be much bigger, possibly if things work out for them. So I think this acquisition will help with getting new IP to attract new people into their services. So that would be a big plus. But honestly, I don't think this is really going to affect like Nintendo or PlayStation because they've been doing their own thing, and Xbox has been doing their own thing. So it's just like what they've been doing doesn't really affect each other like anymore.
Okay, so you thinking that how Xbox perception of the console market is the right logic? When everybody was talking shit about them when Phil Spencer said, "Look, Starfield can be 11 out of 10, and we still won't outsell PlayStation or Nintendo because because we lost the digital market last gen." Do you agree with Phil with that, or do you still criticize Phil with that?
Agree with it to a certain point. Like,
okay.
Because they still do well selling digital games, but it's not as bad as they make it out to be. But I think that they are just trying to move like past consoles because like consoles have kind of been stagnant in terms of sales. So it's like they're trying to move beyond that and get more people to play games. Because what's the big thing right now? Mobile gaming. So they're going to try to go through that market.
Okay. All right. Try Hard Fan, see, you did it. And I wasn't trying to do that because I seen you poking and saying what you were saying. And you talking about Final Fantasy 16 is Final Fantasy 16th sales is undeniable. I got to hit you over the head for that, because we went back and forth with this earlier today, and I didn't want to keep going back and forth. I love you to death, brother, but you know what I'm saying? I think you're so wrong on this anime. So I will, after I hear everybody else's point, I do have to touch on that, and then we'll get out of here. But let me go to Viper. Viper, your thoughts about this situation going on with Xbox and their future going with the ABK deal? It doesn't seem like this deal is going to get stopped. I know that there's some people that still want and feel and pray that it will. CMA, she's flexing. I do not like her arrogance whatsoever. She's trying to save face. Microsoft is over here sitting in the background letting her talk her shit. But is in the console market, not so much everything else. Could Xbox do a splash after what we see with the older CODs, jumping the Xbox console from the 72nd console, we're talking about the Series X, to 72nd to the top 10 because of older COD games being accessible? What do you think?
Okay, it's undeniable that the Xbox is going to be the platform that everybody is going to be jumping to in the future. As hard as these ponies want to say that the PlayStation is going to keep on selling and outselling the Xbox and consoles, go ahead, you can have that. Microsoft is thinking bigger. They're thinking mobile, they're thinking PC, they're thinking console. Everybody wanted to say that Microsoft was a jack of all trades and a master of none. Well, Microsoft is going to be making a lot more money, and ponies are going to be subsidizing the games that we keep getting in Game Pass, because they got to pay $70 when we only have to pay a subscription fee. So I feel like the future after this deal is done, because yes, it will close. CMA is going to try some stuff, but this thing is going to close, and we will see. Immediately, we'll see all of these Call of Duty games that's from the 360 and Xbox One. They're going to come over to Game Pass, and I honestly think that this year's Call of Duty will actually come into Game Pass, because Sony does not want to market Call of Duty because it's owned by Microsoft. So I think what they've done with this new deal that they've signed, I think that it supersedes the previous deal. So as soon as this deal is over, marketing for COD is out with Microsoft this year, and Call of Duty this year will be in Game Pass. And I also like the fact that we have a few new mascots. We've got Crash, we've got Spyro, we got a ton of mascots now for the Xbox that Microsoft can jump into the old wheelhouse and they could pull out some of these old games. Hey, we've got a game that will go up against Uncharted. It's called Pitfall, if they remake it with today's graphics. So we've got that. We've got older games. No, Frogger is Atari. Never mind. I was thinking Frogger was Activision. But no, we've got a ton of games. See, they can bring back the Guitar Hero franchise. They could do so many different things. And now the whole narrative of Xbox has no games, now ponies don't have a way to combat that. We have all of their games too. So I think that the future is bright for Xbox, and being the behemoth that you are, be careful what you wish for, because now it's coming to bite you back in the ass.
Okay. All right. Great point. All right. Let's go to you, Dark Optimus. What is your thoughts about this for the question that I was asking? I mean, could Xbox now... I think everybody is out here understanding that this ABK deal is going to go through. The power of Call of Duty, the power of just like ZeniMax, all these games, like the future for Xbox being brighter than I think that it's ever been. Could this translate to the console sales between Nintendo and now I'm just talking about the console sales aspect between Nintendo and PlayStation going forward?
I mean, it'll have some sort of effect, right? I mean, there will be people, especially diehard Call of Duty fans, who will be like, I will go get an Xbox just so then I can play Call of Duty on the cheap, right? There will always be those fans. There will always be people who will waver and be like, well, I'll go over to Xbox instead of, being on PlayStation, or I'll go from Xbox to going to PlayStation or whatever. There will always be that. But to make a significant dent, I don't know, in the console realm, I don't think it'll be a significant dent. I think it'll be more of a dent to like the mobile market and the PC market, putting, and people will be gravitating towards PC more or towards mobile more, because then they can, take that stuff on the go or whatever. Yeah, I just don't think that here's my whole thing with Xbox. They have good games, but they're not consistent with that. And that's the problem, is that their consistency is not on par with like Nintendo or with PlayStation. So I think there will always be people who will be like, I'm getting a PlayStation because of this certain game or this certain thing, or I'm getting a Nintendo because of this certain game or whatever. And that kind of hurts Xbox in a way, because of the fact that they haven't really proved to be consistent, right? Like, I mean, they've had some good games. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some great games on Xbox, but it's far and few between. Like, there's not a consistency, and I think that's what people really look towards, is that there's a consistent, plethora of exclusives on PlayStation. There's a plethora of, exclusives on Nintendo, and then, also PC. There's exclusives there too. Not necessarily are they great looking, games on PC or whatever. I mean, they're definitely the RTS, type of, they're kind of more, they like more strategy type of games, than the console market does. So it's going to be interesting to see where that all kind of goes. I just don't know, none of us really know where that's going to land when when the dust settles, when everything settles, where is it going to go? We can always, make our speculations, but um yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where that kind of carries to.
Okay. So while you said that, and while everybody else said what they had to say, right? I just had to look this up. Top 10 fastest selling video games of all time. Top 10. Number 10, Halo 2. Number 9, Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah.
Number 8, Pokemon X and Y.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Number 7, Halo 3. Number 6, Diablo 3. Number 5, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Number 4, Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Number 3, Destiny. Number 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. And number 1, Grand Theft Auto 5. So let's just put this in perspective. And Ham, you will have the floor on this one after I say this. while everybody on the panel, which I agree with, because logically, when we look at this and when we listen to everything from the media and from the numbers aspect and the consoles, and it seems like it's always this and that. Out of the top 10 of games that were the biggest, fastest selling games of all time, out of all of the big three, please, people, name me who out of the big three has those games under their portfolio now.
Xbox, of course, yes.
Exactly.
You're right on that.
Yeah.
But there will always be those people who be like, I'm ride or die with PlayStation. I'm ride or die with Nintendo. That's
Right.
and with the casual market, some people might not even know that Xbox still exists. Trust me, there's a lot of people who are pretty dumb out there.
So we get to we get to that point.
I shouldn't say dumb because
they're just ignorant to the situation. They don't follow it like we do. But this is the reality, though. I think that we need to stop trying, and I've done it. I tried to do it forcefully because I seen that the opportunities for Battlefield and for Halo and for other games to get in there and to try to push Call of Duty back into the forefront. It's not happening. Call of Duty is not only Call of Duty is the, like I said, the peanut butter and jelly sandwich of the generation. But Call of Duty is also one generation, it's multiple generations than any other franchise. Grand Theft Auto is so gapped out that it can hold it will hold its place in being one of the dominant games out there. But Call of Duty is not only have boomers, Call of Duty has Gen X, Call of Duty has millennials, Call of Duty has Gen Z, and Call of Duty will eventually have whatever that's after the Gen Z. That's the power of Call of Duty. Call of Duty is not going to fall off at least for another 15, 20 years. Do anybody dispute me on that? Anybody?
No, absolutely not. I
So,
think you're right.
and who will own Call of Duty
Well, Microsoft.
after here in about 3 months?
Microsoft. Yeah.
Right. So again, I agree. PlayStation and Nintendo will still do what they do with the console market, but let's not get this twisted. After seeing the old Call of Duties resurfacing again, it made me pick up 2 Call of Duty games because I got damn near every Call of Duty game except for Call of Duty 2. I need to buy that one. But I gotta re-get because I explained that before we did the show about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which is my favorite Call of Duty next to Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the old one. They went from 70 to in the top 10. That's just that's just the reality.
Well,
that's just the reality, gentlemen.
But I think also that has to do with the sale, because those games were on the Xbox One and Series X when
I don't think, but it goes back to what you were saying though, Dark, is that people didn't know that was backwards compatible.
People didn't know because
backwards compatible, and then they're like, "Hold on, shit!"
Yeah.
And they've been following the ABK
There were a lot of
deal.
people who didn't know.
Right.
I
and
knew
they're
about
like,
it. You knew
this shit
about
is
it,
back on, and I can play Black Ops 2. I can play.
Yeah, it's been like that.
Yeah. Like
But
it's
that's
been
but
like
that's the thing.
that.
It's been like
Right.
that.
Yeah, but they didn't know.
For a
Go ahead.
while.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I think it has to do with just the deal, that
Yeah.
they were having, that they were doing for this summer games deal that they were doing. So they did a smart thing by putting those games on that deal, on the summer games deal. So
Yeah.
Microsoft knows what they're doing. I'm not saying that Microsoft doesn't know what they're doing and they're not going to have great games. All I'm saying is that they have to make a consistency of that, of
Mhm.
making great freaking games and making people see those games and be
Forza
like,
$1 billion
I
franchise.
want to buy an Xbox.
Gears is a $1 billion franchise. Halo is a $1 billion franchise. I mean, what that I know what you're saying, but this is where it gets out of hand with me.
But they're far and few between, though.
Those games. Well,
we don't get
right.
those games. We don't get those games every 4 or 5 years. We get them like every 6 or 7 years.
No. I get it. But Dark. Halo 4, despite its issues, was still a record-breaking game. Halo 5, despite its problems, record-breaking game.
Yeah, they were.
With the biggest,
you
know what I'm saying? You know how I care for Halo 5. The most money-making Halo of all time. Halo Infinite, all of its problems.
I agree with you.
The biggest launch in Halo in Halo history.
I agree with you. But I'm saying, when I say consistency, I mean in the fact of all the other games that they're not consistent with.
Okay.
So they're not, like in the Xbox One era, they had some really great games in the beginning. Some really great games, right? Like Sunset Overdrive, Rise, Son of Rome, all these games that were coming out that were really good. And then all of a sudden, it just stopped, right? And then the Series X came around. I mean, it didn't stop because they had Gears, they had Halo, they had Forza, they had all those games. They had a few, minor, gems here and there, with Ori and stuff like that. When I mean consistency, I mean like every year they come out with, and I'm sure they will probably be doing that. We just haven't seen it yet.
Right.
I'm talking about every year having a game come out, be like, that's a game. That's the reason why that is the reason why I need to get Game Pass. I need to go on there and play that game for that reason.
I disagree with you on that last point, because Game Pass is giving a lot of reasons. You've even told me a reason why I'm like, oh man, I got to continue to keep playing Game Pass.
I can see Dark's point, because like I have friends that don't have. I have friends that don't have Game Pass and that aren't really interested. So like, and they're not as hardcore as me when it comes to gaming. So So I think there is a portion of the casual market that wouldn't really care.
I agree with you on that, but I think it also goes to the ignorance, and that's not a disrespectful word. It's just a lack of knowledge of what's in Game Pass, right? Like in Ham, so Ham, I'm going to let you close this out on this one, but I will have to address our boy Try Hard Fan about that Final Fantasy thing, because you know what? You're not going to get away with that one. You're just not. You're just not. It ain't. That's bullshit. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. When you have, I will say this real quick. When you have PlayStation fans that goes out and try to go after a fighter like Street Fighter 6 to prop up Final Fantasy 16 because it sold 1 million subscribers, 1 million more. That's a fucking problem. That's a damn problem. And it disgusts me. It should disgust you. It should disgust you, because like I said before, if you really want to have that real discussion, Try Hard Fan, then you need to have the real discussion. What did Street Fighter 5 do? When it was exclusive, what was those first week numbers on PlayStation 4 when that game came on exclusive compared to Street Fighter 6? Don't try to do that to a fighter when you know fighters is not in the same realm as JRPGs or RPGs or action games or shooters. It's just not. I love fighters. Fighters is everything to me. I love fighters. I know you love fighters too. We're both huge Tekken fans, but you cannot sit there and cap for for Final Fantasy 16 for selling 3 million, which I've said a million times that I think that is great. Support that. I love that. I hope that the people support that game like they're supposed to. But you can't sit there and talk about that when Persona sold 1.5, 2 million at that time, and then. I think that Quantum Break sold around 1.5, 2 million. Sunset Overdrive sold 1.5, 2 million. And then everybody said that was trash. Xbox gamers didn't even dare support that game when the Xbox One was getting dog walked. I mean, shit stomped curbed by the PlayStation 4 at that time when it came to console sales. It can't be the same. It can't be the same. You have to have that same energy. You got to.
One last thing before I dip out.
Yes, sir.
The thing with that is we shouldn't say Xbox or PlayStation gamers. We should say casual gamers didn't support those games.
I agree.
Because they're the majority. We're the minority. Because we play on certain consoles or we play, we're hardcore gamers. So we're going to go out and we're going to buy pretty much almost everything that we can get our hands on. Those guys, just, most of those, gamers that are casual, they're just not going to do that. They're not. Play certain games and that's it.
Right.
So,
right. But Street Fighter is a universal game, though. Street Fighter is a universal game regardless. But anyway. Let's go ahead and finish this off, folks. So let me move on. All right, man. Thank you so much. Ham Solo, let's go ahead and finish this off. I try hard out, you know what I'm saying? I love you to death, brother. You know what I'm saying? I know that we went back and forth earlier today, but you can't keep, I know that you love Final Fantasy 16, and I am trying to sit there and take you away from loving the game. The game looks awesome. If it wasn't for the controversy of what the developer said, I would be all on it. I would buy it day one. I would even buy a PlayStation for Final Fantasy because I enjoy Final Fantasy games that much. But my problem is the fact that you guys give a pass for this game selling less than all the previous Final Fantasies and want to throw out everything else and then go after and attack Street Fighter 6. That's trash. Ham Solo, what's your thoughts about this whole situation about what I was previously talking about Xbox future? Do they have, just singly, just not overall, because I think overall that they're in a state to be that they could be very dominant, but in the console space going forward after the ABK deal is completely solidified, do they have a chance to really make some noise in the console space amongst Nintendo and PlayStation?
I wouldn't say it'd be like immediate, but I definitely think that's a trend that I could see going. Okay. Depending on, and this is what it all falls down to, in my opinion, is how they treat marketing. I always felt like Xbox could be bigger than what they are, but obviously they didn't get marketing deals here or there, but they also didn't really market too much, in my opinion. I honestly think even currently they're still too quiet about Starfield, in my opinion.
No, I can agree with that.
I mean,
I agree.
So
I agree with that.
I think they're too quiet about Starfield. I think they're too much of a like what they did with this whole deal thing was what they are good at doing. But as for being outside of their element when it comes to like marketing and stuff like that, like when's the last time you've seen a Windows 11 commercial?
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
I
don't think they ever
like the way
Windows 11 commercial.
Like the way Seamus Blackley put it to me is like they feel like their stuff should sell itself. They don't have to exactly beg and plead people to come, which is kind of an interesting thing to do because in gaming, that's kind of a good piece of the battle is just like being out there, being outspoken, like selling your book, movie, IP, whatever you want to call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just think that if they capitalize on said purchases and if they can maintain the same momentum that they created in 2021 with Bethesda and Activision Blizzard behind them, that they could create enough noise to maybe not like take the lead, but to definitely have people panting with them in their rear view mirror. So that's kind of and see, I'm thinking of it as this generation. This conversation is kind of off the table for the next generation because I don't even know what Xbox's kind of plan is moving forward because they're moving in so many different directions at once with one platform that it's kind of like you have people questioning today after seeing the whole PlayStation Slim possibilities and dev kit's supposed to be going out at some point.
Mm-hmm.
That people are just like, yo, Xbox, what's the move? Because you've said this many times before, K Mega.
Yep.
Phil Spencer said he didn't want to lose the power. Didn't want to lose the power battle. Well, if they have a Pro coming out and it is just a little bit powerful, that's interesting. And it's interesting for both sides because it's just like, yo, PlayStation, what you selling that thing for?
Right.
And it's also saying, yo, what was made prior wasn't enough to fully get
Yep.
everything.
Yep.
And
Right.
then that's also saying to Xbox or their fans as well, like, yo, PlayStation's taking another step forward. And then that's also kind of a little bit of a shake towards the Series S. So it's more like who reacts the wrong way first.
Right.
It's as Western of a standoff as it gets. And this is not only is this like the kind of a really dope time in gaming for IPs and video games for us, it's also like I feel like I'm at Wimbledon watching some shit in the stands and I'm just like, yo, like that
Yeah.
was clever. But
Mm-hmm.
this person does not like to lose. And really, you hear me say that? I could be talking about either one of these two people in either one of those positions.
You're right.
Yep.
So it's just it's crazy. It's its own drama. It's nerve wracking as it is. We try to kind of like not think about it and say, oh man, let's get back to the games. But this is where the games start, is in some of these spots, some of these areas where these changes affect what you are playing, maybe not tomorrow or next year, but in 10 years, you're going to be like, man, I really was against that Activision Blizzard deal. And man, that panned out because I just got Tenchu.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's like, man, I'm really happy PlayStation got it together and got a launcher, and I can play this VR headset on this PC. Like, it's a slow moving train, but it's moving, and it's kind of terrifying.
It is.
It's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely got to do, and yeah, I'm still under the weather. Sorry, guys. I'm going to do my thoughts video. I was going to do it Thursday, but I was really not feeling it. So I'm going to do it this weekend because I do want to address PlayStation doing a Pro and a Slim. Those rumors, it seems like it's going to be pretty much a true thing, a real thing. And then also going forward to what we were talking about as well, about like just Xbox's positioning going forward. It's something that I've said years back, and for the people that's been paying attention to me for as long as they have, I really do appreciate you guys to keep continuing to follow me and supporting me and all that. You know what I'm saying? Much love. But I said Xbox does not have to sell the most PlayStations in order for them to be the market leader. I said they will find a way, and it will happen. I had no idea it would be ABK or ZeniMax or for whatever that they got going forward. That was something that we'll be talking about going forward into my thoughts video. It'll be Saturday or Sunday. You know what I'm saying? At some point, most likely probably be tomorrow during the day after I come from the gym, and I'll talk about it if you guys would listen to me or whatever when I'm talking about it and going live. But I just think that Microsoft is in a really strong position. They already knew about the console situation. They addressed it, that they lost it because of the way that gamers are now solidified into the digital market. Xbox was at the forefront of that. They had it all together, and there was two entities that killed it: the media and the Xbox gamers themselves, because they listened to everybody else instead of listening to what the innovation was. And now a lot of Xbox gamers are bitching and crying for no apparent reason. It was one of your faults because you were out here talking about, I don't want TV. I don't want to have digital games. I want my this and that, because you listen to Angry Joe and all the rest of these people, all these other characters out there that are Steam players that hasn't played a physical game in I don't know how long, but you listen to them and you got rock bottomed. You got bamboozled for believing that bullshit. So it's on you to listen to that and take that as well. Just like what I told you before about with Japanese games, and you're like, I just want games from the West. I don't want any Japanese games.
Oh man,
stop it. Y'all all sound, every last one of y'all that said that, I don't care who you are, love y'all all, but you sounded like fools when you said it, because y'all was listening to content creators that was saying that dumb shit. Mm-hmm. and I fought against them, and I said the same thing that I'm saying now. Japanese games are just as important as any other Western RPG. Now, you might like Western RPGs more, but the fact of it is that now there's other people that's over here. Get Sega. If you want them to get Sega, then that means you want them to get Japanese games.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, let's get out of here. I do appreciate the guests coming on. I said I was going to get out here in an hour and a half. I'm about 18 minutes late. I do apologize for that. We you know what I'm saying, we haven't had GRG in 2 weeks. I could go another 30, 40 minutes, but I want to respect the panel because I told them that we were going to get out of here. So let's go ahead and give a big shout out to our guests. You know what I'm saying? Let's first off go to Cali Rex. Really appreciate you coming back on, brother. You know what I'm saying? When you ever get your stuff going back, you know what I'm saying, you always know that you can hit me up. I'll come on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. You bring Wilmy so I can keep what I kill. Beat them pony legs in. Those some stand legs in. And then go back to my Xbox cupboard, sit back and enjoy. But anyway, no, much love to you, Cali Rex, man. Where everybody can find you at, man. Really do appreciate you coming on tonight, man.
Well, just to let everyone know, I rebranded my channel, so now it matches all my socials, so it's CalrixL1.
Let's go.
And my Twitter is CalrixL1. And my backup Twitter handle is Calrix011. And I also am going to be streaming on Twitch soon, so follow that at CalrixL1. And yeah, so I will be uploading soon, and I am planning on doing a new show alongside bringing back my podcast.
Yeah, man, hit me up. You know, I got your back, man. You know what I'm saying? I want you to do the thing. You do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what platform you choose. I don't care about all that. I just know that good people deserve to be noticed and recognized, and you're one of the good ones, man. And I definitely want to support you 100%. So yeah, just hit me up anytime you need to. And I got your back, brother. You know what I'm saying? So I cannot wait, man. Thank you so much.
And that goes for everyone else on the panel too.
Yeah. Yeah,
absolutely, man. I'll definitely be checking you out, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. Big shout out to Dark. I apologize. I should have gave Dark his sign out, but he had to go. He's about to go on vacation for a couple of weeks. So Dark is going to be gone for a couple of weeks, but you know what I'm saying? We will replace him with some ladies coming up here in the next couple of weeks on GRG. It feels good to have something soft and simple and logic instead of having this sausage party. I need women around me. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I'm going to start bringing some women onto the panel. Coming up here starting next week. And you know what? Let's go on to one of the most feminine. No, let me do that because you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know who I want to be messing with. I didn't know if it was going to be Ham or if it was going to be Viper, but I won't do that. Not tonight. Maybe next week, but no. Other than that, let me go to our other guest, man. Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? Sticky Fingers, man, coming through. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? I wish that we heard more from you, and I hope this is not the last time that you come on. Anytime that you're going to do something, man, please do not be afraid to hit me up and say, hey, Mega, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be doing something, man. Hit me up. I'm always down. If that's just playing games or if that's just, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever, please, you know what I'm saying? It was a pleasure to have you on GRG. I hope it's not the last time, man. Let everybody know where they can find you at. It was a pleasure. Like I said, man, thank you.
Yeah, man, pleasure was all mine. Thank you guys for having me so much. You can all of my socials are the same at Sticks Figures. The only variation I believe might be Instagram, where it may be Sticks Figures Gaming. And yeah, Twitter at Sticks Figures, even Threads and Fresh Cut. And my Twitch, I stream. I'm an old man, so I stream sporadically. I do try to stream every Monday. Yeah, right. I stream every Monday and Wednesday night, like clockwork, on my Twitch at Sticks Figures. But other than that, yeah, like if you do follow me on Twitch, turn on your notifications. I do stream every day, but who knows what time.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, I saw the fade, man. It was funny because when you showed, like, when the barber gets the beard and then puts the little line there, like when my barber did that for me, I was like, oh, bro, and you left it there.
That's right.
You know, my barber, he didn't leave it there. He gets rid of it. But when I was just like, yo, that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was feeling all that. You know what I'm saying?
If you ain't got the white line, you ain't crispy.
No, you ain't crispy. So, you know what I'm saying? You see my shit is getting out a little bit out of line, so I'm about to go to the barber going up here next week. But, you know what I'm saying? I feel that. I feel that as being an older man, you got to be distinguished, you know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people say... Yeah.
And the last thing I'm going to say, since you said that, being a black older man, the reason why I'm not on camera right now is because my main sponsor, which is one of my real good friends and business partner, is my barber, Shop My Lefties in Phoenix, Arizona. Exactly.
Yeah.
And we're recording videos tomorrow for some of the stuff that we talk about on the behavioral science side, as far as like being honorable and all that stuff. So he was like, bro, don't get on camera until I get that head right. And I was like, all right.
I got you. Yeah, because
so my beard, my head is so that's why I'm not on camera.
So I'm gonna have to get you on when I'm doing something earlier. So when you free, hit me up, man, so I can get you on something other than, or when you doing something, hit me up so man we can get on camera, man, so we can do that and we both
consider it done.
Right. Yeah. Let's do that, man. Really do appreciate it.
Sir.
All right, no doubt. And like I said, go follow him, go check out his channel. You know what I'm saying? One of the good brothers out there, you know what I'm saying, regardless of whatever platform, you know what I'm saying? I only want to try to go after the people that I feel that are good for gaming, not just for views or any type of crazy shit like that. Because, you know, for the people that come and check us out later during the week, you know what I'm saying, go check him out. Please, stick your fingers, man.
Yeah, and thank you. And shout out to everybody on the panel. It was a pleasure to meet all of you. Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
No doubt. And let's move on to Viper, man. You said it was a good show, man. I really do appreciate it. Viper, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you was doing with a body back there, but you know what I'm saying? I think everybody's safe for this week. I don't know what's going to happen next week, but listen, you know what I'm saying? You know K-Mega is your man. You know what I'm saying? K-Mega got your back. Let's go. Where can they find you at, bro?
Well, yeah, you can find me on Xbox at RG Viper X. You can also find me on Steam at the same name. And yeah, tomorrow and Sunday I will be off from work. Finally, after two straight weeks of double shifts. Oh God, yes.
Let's go.
So yeah, I should be getting a lot of rest and putting in some time. I may want to try Exoprimal. I'll just have
you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I want to try it. I'm also interested in jumping into Fist. That looks really good.
A lot of people tell me good things about Fist. I just don't have the time to get to it yet, but I will.
Well, I played a little bit of it, but it's just that I need to dedicate more time to it. When now that I'm going to have the weekend off, I'm going to definitely dedicate some time to Fist, Exoprimal. I don't know what else I'm actually looking forward to, but yeah, since I got Game Pass, I can just go through and check on some stuff. But yeah, that's basically what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, this was a good show. And yeah, thank you, K-Mega, for having me.
Oh, man, the pleasure's mine.
It's a pleasure.
The pleasure is mine, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys help make this podcast be what it is. And of course, if it wasn't for the panel that listens and for the people that listens afterwards, you know what I'm saying, there wouldn't be no GRG. So that's just the way. And the members that support all of you guys, man, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, normally a lot of people don't, you know, they come in after a couple of weeks and they don't even get 5-10 people listening. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? For thank you guys for coming through. I you know what I'm saying, I really do appreciate it. And I know that people will be listening afterwards. That's usually how they do it on GRG, because there's so many podcasts that's out there that's worthy that get listened to on Friday nights. But, you know what I'm saying, thank you so much for you guys to come through, listen to us live. And then last but not least, Ham Solo. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, I didn't even know. I thought this man got officially on around like October, November. This man said about over a year. You know what I'm saying? I can't understand how I tolerated this sap mouth sucker, but you know what I'm saying? Especially from Nebraska. What? But you know what I'm saying? But no, yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Ham Solo, man. Where can they find you at, brother, man? Appreciate you, you know, being on. You was on time today. That was crazy. I was the one that was late. That's a problem. I got to get my shit together.
Well, you can catch me on Xbox Live at
no, tell them right. PlayStation.
You can catch me on my Xbox gamer tag is Ham Solo 05, and then you can hop into a party and watch me tear K-Mega apart while his mic bots throughout the night.
Oh, and
you hear his 2070 get to cranking. It's loud in the background. It sounds like an air conditioner.
Wow.
His computer's tragic. It's tragic.
I'm the only one with a camera on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the only one with a camera on.
Man, he saved the haymakers for the conclusion.
I know, right? Like you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm the only one with a camera. This man said he popped on,
bruh.
And that 2020 that he got over there,
that man has
hot.
That metal has that man got pedals under his desk. he had to kickstart that joint. You guys heard him at the beginning of the podcast. This man was crackling and everything. He's like, oh snap!
Is that why the camera wasn't on, bro?
Hold my antennas wrong over there. I'm trying. We ain't tuning into Fox. We trying to tune into K Mega. Can you get them antennas right? Put your hand on the stick wheel, baby.
Wow, this man. Listen. As we see all these shy ass brothers here, when we get some women back onto the podcast coming up here next week, going forward, you know what I'm saying? We gonna have some. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see the cleanest and most dapper of these gentlemen, and they're gonna try to put themselves on camera. I'm gonna make sure it ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna block their ass. Let's go. Anyway, so I'm telling you, dirty bastard.
You had no reason to come at me at the start of the introduction of my outro.
I do deserve that smoke because it was, you know what I'm saying, when people say, oh man, you buying, and I was like, God dang it, I got to turn off these apps and all this other stuff because I was shaking and baking over there, but I turned it off and turned it back on, and when I knew that I was back and going, had these green flakes popping in the background, we knew that we was right. Anyway, shout out to the 40 series cards, baby. 40 series gang. Let's go. Anyway. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get out of here, man. Really do appreciate you, Curie. You know you are one of the best. Try hard, fan. It is always love. It is always love. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, you know what I'm saying? I cannot wait to go ahead and go against the Tekken God. As you proclaim to be, I am a God killer. I am bound to get you in Tekken 8. Oh, before we go though, I do need to get your thoughts on what you played with the Tekken 8 beta so far, stick figures, before we get out of here. What was your thoughts about it initially?
Yeah, so far I'm loving it. They sped the game up a lot. Really? And what I can tell is they're going in a direction that I hope to see a lot of the fighting games go, even with the updates moving forward, with some of the big jumps they made, like Street Fighter 6 with additions to their engine. But a lot of even the pro players are going to have to rethink a lot of their recycle gimmicks.
Oh, that means they're going to do a lot of crying like they're doing in Street Fighter 6. Yeah, great.
Absolutely, because I'm a king main, and so many of combos and setups that I've been using for 2 decades are reworked. You have to use like different ways to get it done now. So I'm loving it, man.
Well, I know that my queen is back, and now that the problems will persist, and I will put hands on everyone because June is back. Asuka, she's a good substitute, but June is everything. She was everything, and now my queen is back. So get ready for that Zayu and that goddamn June collabo, because it's coming. My ladies is coming. So let's go. Anyway, thank you guys for checking out the GRG podcast. We will be back. I will definitely, like I said, I will be doing, if it's not tomorrow, I will be doing it Sunday for my thoughts. I might be doing it solo. I don't know if I can get Ham or anybody else to want to join me join me on my thoughts, but regardless, we'll be doing that. And then the return of Fight Night Sunday will finally come back. I am scared because I have not played Street Fighter 6 in a minute because of Diablo, and that was not in the plans. But I'm coming back, and I'm coming in, and I'm going to get ready. So I'm going to be fighting a lot of golds and a lot of platinums, and I'm ready. My Dawson, my Blocker, you know what I'm saying, and whoever else that I'm going to be working with, my Kimberly, we going to be coming in. And we ready to make it happen. So Fight Night Sunday will definitely return tomorrow, Sunday night. So I hope you guys come and check us out. We'll be on Twitch, KMega405. Thank you. Everybody have a good night. And as always, it is early. If you about to hit the clubs or hit the spots, you know how this is. I'm a married man. I got to live through y'all. So if y'all going to get out there and do the damn thing, remember, protect yourselves, be safe. But if you gonna find something at the club, remember, you better do it right and enjoy yourselves and get that pants off, dance off dropping. Let's go. Okay, peace.
Hey, thanks for checking out the GRG podcast. all your gaming news and our special topic of the week. Make sure to join us every Friday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. This was the GRG Podcast.